Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Blackrock. It was written by Josh Harwood, who is also our keeper, and this is a one-shot. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Josh?
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another cinematic experience. This is my cinema, you are my viewers, and this is a journey to another adventure. We've had adventures of influences, Nazi midget zombies in general, just all sorts over the time. But this follows two twins and their friends as they visit a very, very nice island to see where their father has got to. Let's begin. So you guys start. You're probably about an hour away from the isle. It's quite regulated to get across, so you will have to stop off. There's like a small bed and breakfast nearby the crossing, and there's a crossing guard as well. The weather is starting to rain quite heavily, which might make crossing today difficult, even if you are able to cross. So yeah, you're in the truck, well, van, whatever you want it to be. You're all in there. Whoever's driving is driving, and yeah, the dog's with you as well. There you go.
So there's actually a road that goes, not just
dirt.
In
a way, they might use small boats if it really is impassable, but there is like a very dodgy road that's you've really got to only have one vehicle going either way. But when the only when the tide is only when low tide. If it's high tide, there's no way. And when if it's thundering and lightning, in no way they're letting you cross.
Yeah. Can we say that we've checked the weather reports and
as far as you're aware, it's just a bit of heavy rain.
and we know when the tides are supposed to be in and out?
Yeah. Right. And even if you weren't sure, there are people who would be able to guide you when you
we'll say I'm driving.
Okay.
Yeah. So put some light on it, James. I do not want to stay in that grotty little B&B overnight.
All right.
Ellie, what did you say your dad's name was again? I'm getting my photos ready for the gram, and I need to do search for, like, hashtag search for somebody.
Oh, I believe his name is Mr. Young.
Yes, it's Everett Young.
Everett.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly that, given the extent of his social media world, that it's going to link to anything exactly.
I'll make it a thing. Don't worry. Hashtag search for Everett.
How many followers do you have? 5, 6?
Yeah. Try putting a few more zeros after that.
6?
Oh, so your followers are all zeros. Gotcha, big.
You got me there. I mean, some of them, yes, but some tip really well.
Would coffee, that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
What color is your YouTube plaque?
I have a couple.
Plastic and wood.
Yeah,
Like
driftwood.
Participant trophy?
What YouTube play button do you have? The dog wolves.
I'm up to aluminum. I'm hoping they'll get me the next one up next. I'm sorry, aluminium.
This road is kind of slippery. It's wet.
Okay.
It's muddy.
So you've had this discussion about Vicky's channel and stuff like that. Just so you know, Everett, you all know he's a scientist. He deals primarily in biology, like that area. And he likes to go hunting with his friends. They go out this end quite a bit, but usually he's only away for a week. He's been away for 3 weeks, which is very unusual, and he hasn't got in touch with either of his siblings, either of his children, not siblings.
Is Blackrock a place he frequently goes to, or is this the very first time we know?
It's definitely on one of his frequent visits. He's probably his pattern. He alternates between certain destinations.
Does he usually hunt solo, or does he have some chums?
With his friends. There's usually about 6 to 10 of them, dependent. They're all university chums.
Jesus, I realize I'm on the wrong side of the phone.
Yeah.
So, and I assume, have contact information for some of those fellow hunters, and they're not responsive either?
Yeah, none of them, because he would have told you who he was going with. He's quite open with you guys, so and you haven't been able to get in contact with them. Their families are a little worried about them as well.
So the whole team's off the grid.
Pretty much. And even the couple that didn't go, you can't get a hold of either. So,
do you know why he was coming out here in particular? Was he just hunting, or was he doing some of his weird experiments?
It could be either. If his friends are with him, it must have been a hunting trip.
Okay.
as far as you're aware.
What kind of experiments would you even do on a hunting trip?
You don't want
anatomy. I don't know. Let's see what makes a fox tick. Do they still do vivisections? That's disgusting.
Yes, you guys reach the crossing. And as you reach there's a little barrier in front. And so yeah, you're probably not And then a very old gentleman walks out of this little box and is like, "Hello."
Hello, Governor. Can we we're looking for somebody. Can we pass you by?
You'll have to wait about an hour and then you can cross.
Tide going out then?
Why?
Yes.
tide.
There's been as you can see, if you just look out, you'll notice there's a few boats around. We had a bit of rubble on the path and clearing it.
Oh.
All right, an hour doesn't seem so bad. Do you have a log of people who've come in and out?
Oh, of course. We always let me go and get it. He takes quite a while, but by the time he gets back with his book, it's probably been like 10 minutes, and you've just seen him walk in, grab the book, walk out.
Man, people are missing. We could probably just drive.
No, we don't want to go. I think that might be the slowest man alive.
Here we go.
I mean, what? We're going to get chased down by this slow old bloke?
Well, no, we're going to get swept away into the water.
Here, I've got the book. Who was it that you were wanting to inquire?
Everett Young should have arrived on the 13th. Or thereabouts.
Yes. Yes, I see him, but he hasn't got he's still on the isle, apparently.
All right, well, that's good. We've come to fetch him. What's the sort of, how is the island patrolled? Is it regular,
Yes, the local authorities and the lifeguard circle it every so often, because the sad reality is sometimes some people go across. Just imagine he's saying this really slowly and old. And, they go across and they go to the cliffs and jump off. Yes, we get a few of them.
Right. Yes. Well, I mean, this is a fairly large group of fairly responsible adults, so.
Yes, I recognize the name. But my son is the one who signed them in, but he'll be asleep at the minute, so
Family business. Very nice.
yes. Yes, it's me and my three sons. Someone's gotta keep it going.
So are we at lowest tide right now, or are we going to miss
Oh
it?
yeah, yes. No, you're fine. People like to talk about the tides and stuff, but I'm gonna be honest, it's a really weird this part. Sometimes when the tide's meant to come in, it doesn't come in.
Well, that's
There a hole somewhere that it goes?
And then it doesn't come in at all for weeks and weeks and weeks.
So why did you stop us if we've got weeks?
There was rubble in the way. I can't have anyone. That's what they're clearing right now.
so. How is that possible?
We don't know. It's a phenomenon. We don't advertise it.
Is there a cycle? Is it, like this happens every 3 times a year, or?
No, we can't really put a
Well, it doesn't make
spin on
any
it.
sense. The moon causes the tides. The moon isn't going anywhere.
Strange things happen around these parts, young man. Strange
Well, that would be
things.
pretty strange. That would be worthy of National Geographic strange. We wouldn't
Yes.
see, oh, actually, we wouldn't see the moon right now anyway.
Well, the professor has made a living keeping those kinds of people away. So,
Professor?
Reporters?
Does
Professor Baldwin. Surely you've heard of him. He's a treasure. No, he lives
Baldwin
on
the
the Isle.
treasure.
He lives on the Isle. He's a very, very wealthy man,
Ellis
and he's very influential.
Have you heard your dad talk about this guy?
Not once.
Ricky, maybe you can learn something from this old influencer.
How old?
How old?
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely older than I am.
Oh my goodness. Single?
Yes, his wife passed many, many moons ago.
Well, maybe we'll run into him.
Many, many moons from now.
Well, I'm about 90, my dear sir. Ma'am, sorry. Sorry, my eyes aren't what they used to be.
I think you can hear the dollar signs ching from the back seat. All right. Great.
Imagine his YouTube plaques.
Yes,
Probably made a dinosaur bone.
So, Professor Baldwin, is he the only full-time resident of the island?
Oh no, there's a whole village over there.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I say it like there's loads of people. About 20 people.
So is there like a lower age limit for residents on this island, or?
Oh yes, there are a few youngsters over there, but most of them leave because who wants to be stuck on an isle all their life?
I don't blame them. The bartending scene on this rock must be abysmal.
I don't know. They might have nothing but bars over there to keep people from shooting themselves in the head.
There is a bar over that. They're always looking for bartenders.
Thinking of a life, a quieter life, Ben?
Yes, we get a few retired people, but again, we get a lot of hunting parties as well. It's considering how big the Isle is, you get a lot of wildlife at end. So.
Is there a place for us? It's, you said an hour. It's probably been 23 minutes already, given the fact that you've got the blog and all. Is there someplace out of the way that we should wait, or?
Oh, you
Can
can
you from anything?
you can stay and keep me company, or there's the calf is over there as well.
The calf.
What?
The cat. Oh, I forget you're not from this part. The cafe.
Oh,
Does that really need to be abbreviated?
bloody English.
I don't
It saves
think I would
time.
object to a coffee before we go over.
Cafe would be too French to
Yes.
pronounce it that
It
way,
does actually.
so-
It depends on whereabouts in England. You will hear some people go calf.
One of your sons doesn't work as the waiter at this cafe, do they?
Oh no.
Okay.
No. My daughter does though.
Well, let's.
Oh, just swell.
All right, then. 40 minutes might be just enough time to get a coffee.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll go
Yeah, if
park
we
it over
hurry.
there. Besides, we don't have to get across the second that it opens.
No, we don't
Um,
want to be.
Well, we're gonna probably have to stay over there if we can't find him, right? Do we have? Or is there an inn?
Oh yeah, yes, and the residents will take you in. Most of the houses are too big for some of them.
Just somebody's house.
Yes, everyone's quite friendly.
Must be.
I wouldn't want
Yes.
to put anybody out. Is there an inn or?
Oh yes, there is an inn. It's above the pub. There's only it's only a couple of rooms, but
Hell yeah.
Cool.
and the calf is dog friendly, by the way.
Oh, hear that, Flint?
Well, lovely.
Woof.
All right.
Good boy.
So we'll drive right over to the calf. The calf.
You don't have to call it a calf. You're not from this part of England, so you'd probably
What?
still call
This-
it a cafe.
Well, I'm going to call it the calf now. What's the name of the calf? Is it just calf cafe?
Caffeine.
Let's call it the Timeless Old Man. Why not? It's just called the Timeless Old Man.
Oh, no.
Timeless Old Man Cafe.
So
Run
if
by-
he's 90,
I
His
think that's his
daughter's
face
gonna
on the
be-
side. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh no.
is it dingy or is it charming and quaint?
It's quite charming and quaint. Very well
Uh,
kept.
Is it? It's
It's
still. It's raining, right?
Oh yes, but it's a light drizzle now.
Yeah. Let's go inside.
There's a few customers in there.
I'm with the scones.
So they've been waiting all day too?
And they just appear regular. No
Are
regulars.
there like cars
Nags.
behind us backed up? No. Okay. Yeah.
Not too many people come this way.
No. It's more of a seasonal thing.
I'll hold the door open as we go in.
All right. Thanks, James.
You go in and you're met with a very nice smell. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I'll order coffee and a scone.
Yes. Definitely got plenty of fresh scones.
I'll take one as well and take some pictures of it for the gram.
Mhm.
However, you are served by a very, very young looking man. Very young brunette.
Is she like our age or
Uh,
20s?
yeah, mid-20s.
So how about that rubble?
Who do you say that to? Or are you just saying it?
The person serving us.
Sorry, I didn't actually catch what you said. She talks in a quite nice, soft voice. What did you say, sir?
How about that rubble?
They're clearing the
Um,
rubble on the path so that we can get across.
Yeah, you need to be a bit more specific, sir. Thank you. She gestures to you, James. Yeah, I don't know what it was. My father didn't tell me, but he never really tells me anything.
Was that your dad out there in the booth?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Cool.
Had you in his old age, did he?
Yeah. People are very surprised. But my mother was 30 years younger than him, so
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, cool. Let's go and some coffee.
Vicky is pulling her phone out and trying to do some math real quick.
Honestly.
Yeah. Ellis will lean over to Vicky. I'm almost 40.
Okay. Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Yeah. I see the calculator on your screen. It's okay.
Yeah.
More
Fine.
important odds that Dad just invents some rubble for every group of more than 2 people so that the cafe does some business.
Maybe.
Yeah. What's on the road that makes rubble? It's very strange.
It's not like it's at the bottom of a cliff.
Sea rubble.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
assuming that this is like you've got the ocean, you've got the island, and you've got a little land bridge going over that gets submerged every time so it probably gets gravel and rock and sand and stuff
Yes.
that washes over it and clogs it
definitely.
up.
And anything that has any big bits that have fallen down over the time, it all just clumps up.
And I'll lean into everybody and say, and when he was 31 years old, she was 1, his wife.
Hey, boomers, greatest generation. I don't know how they operate.
Maybe it's the kind of place where, men don't know how to do much around the house. So their wife dies, they get a new young wife.
At any rate, Vic, it says a great deal about his vigor.
Yeah, that's worrying. I think if I'm going to marry old, I want to have a pretty sedentary lifestyle on that front.
Okay, so
The old Irish blessing, may you be shot to death in bed with a woman, shot by a jealous husband when you're 90. I really screwed that up, but you the idea.
So you eat your cakes, your scones, drink your tea or coffee, whatever you're having, and after a little bit, a man walks in. He's got a big bushy beard, very well kept hair, and he comes in and said, "Excuse me, are you guys the ones wanting to come across?"
Yes.
Well, you're free to come across now.
Okay.
You've removed the rubble.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for clearing the rubble.
Oh, it's no problem. It happens all the time.
So as soon as we're finished and we've paid up, we'll get back in the car.
Yeah, as you guys get in the car and start to cross, the old man gives you a little wave, and the guy who came to tell you about it, he follows you guys in his vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Sons, I guess.
So it was a little wet and slippery, but
Yeah, I will get you to make a drive roll.
let me get my dice out.
Into the drink.
No, I got a 16.
Okay, yeah, you keep it steady and you get across. As you get across, the rain has stopped. It's actually quite bright here, considering it was quite dull just a few seconds ago. And
What time is it?
it's probably about 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, well, it's a nice little island.
Yeah, it's quite quaint. As you come across, you can see all the little houses and that in the village because it's kind of this front bit. And there's a few people walking around. They actually wave at you when they see the car coming across.
Yeah,
So
this place looks pretty nice.
What's the population on the island?
Well, the village is about 20, and there are a few other people dotted around. There was no signpost for it, but we can say that the gentleman would have said roughly about 40 people. on the island overall.
It doesn't sound like there's much to drive around on it. So do I see the pub, the inn?
Yeah, you see the inn, and yes, all the roads are, well, I say roads, they're all basically dirt.
We could walk the
Paths and
island in
stuff.
a half an hour.
Yeah, it wouldn't take long. Yeah. There's a lot of uphilling and downhill. It's quite a hilly little isle, but yeah.
And except for the village, is it wooded mostly? Or
There's
is
a
it
lot,
farmland?
there's a lot of, to the left of the isle, a lot of woods, and then there's a lot of farmland and stuff.
All right, we'll park at the pub.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We don't have like a lodge or something we're going to, so I think we just have to ask for a hunting party if anybody knows anything.
Yeah, Ellis, did your dad like bring his own car, or did he
I'm
go with a
sure.
friend? Like, do we know what we're looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I'd recognize his vehicle if I found it somewhere.
Great.
Yeah, it was his red truck he takes when he goes hunting. So
Yeah, bright red truck, it'll stand out.
Shall we go inside and just secure lodging in case we need it?
That's a good idea.
So as you enter the village, like just around this little like circle area where the pub is and a few other bits and bobs, there's a little fountain in the middle, and it's a bit cobblestoned as well. Not fully cobblestoned. It looks like someone started to make it, do it, and just stopped.
Lost interest, huh?
Yeah.
Work
But
in
as soon as you guys
progress.
get out of the vehicle, you've got people saying hello to you very happily.
Good
If
afternoon.
you let the dog out, they start stroking the dog, and
Yeah, well, that's
Well,
great. I'll talk to him. Just yeah. Hello, everybody. Do you know anything about a hunting group that came in a few weeks ago?
a gentleman comes up. We get a few hunting parties every now and then. Just try Dave in the bar.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
It's
We'll talk to
called
Dave.
the Stonemasons. The bar's called the Stonemasons.
Yeah, yeah, that's my sister's dog. Name's Flint. He's a good boy.
Oh, he's adorable little fella.
So I'll step through the door and to go up to I assume the bartender is the innkeeper.
Yeah.
So, good afternoon. Do you have any rooms to rent?
Yeah, I do.
We got 5 people. What are your rates?
Probably one room for the ladies and one for the blokes.
It'll have to be. I've only got 2 spare.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
That'd be great.
Oh, you guys look like friendly folks. You can stay one night for free. If you're doing any more, I'll charge you a little bit.
First night's
And
on.
if you really want, you can maybe man the bar for me, give me a little break, or wash some pots in the back.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not really a problem. We would be glad to pay you, but yeah, but one of our guys is a bartender, so.
Oh, that's always handy.
Do you by chance you probably get a good handle on the people that come and go? We're looking for somebody, Everett Young.
Everett Young.
Yeah, he's we got his son and daughter here.
Yes. Man looks in his 40s, silverish hair, and a well-kept beard. Yeah, you two look like identical twins.
Mhm.
You don't see that very often.
Mostly identical.
Fraternal, technically.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Don't get it very often in these parts. Very interesting. Yeah, I did see. He had 6 other people with him. They go up to the lodge. It's just a bit deeper into the woods. We rent it out to hunters. There's a few of these little lodgings around. They go there, they chill out, usually just for a week. But they've been here for a little while. I haven't seen them in a few days, but they've been around.
That's our concern. Is that
A few days though. You did see them a few days ago?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Well, that's a good sign. We were expecting worse.
Not your father though, but a couple of the
Hmm.
others have.
Alice, you're always so negative.
Sorry, what was that? I coughed as soon as you spoke, and I did a little, so I didn't actually hear what you said.
Oh, don't worry. I was just chastising my friend.
Oh, okay.
Ben is less concerned than Alice and I about whether we're orphans currently.
Oh, no, I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure. Nothing, no harm really, unless people are coming here to. You've probably heard that people come here to end their lives sometimes. That's why we try to be friendly here. We try to help if you get those people come across. We try to give them a better environment so they might not
Do you have a
end
doctor
their
on the
lives.
island?
Oh yeah, we have a doctor.
Ellie, don't listen to this guy. I'm sure that he didn't jump off the island. Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ben.
Well, he's a little eccentric. He ain't suicidal.
No.
And who heard of a whole hunting group going off on the edge?
Yeah. It's the hunting group, not a lemming group.
Right.
I like to think that my father would come up with something a little bit more creative than jumping off a cliff.
All right. Turning the conversation to a brighter area.
Yes.
Who wants a beer? I'm going to start pouring behind the bar.
Well, I was kind of hoping to get started. I want to head out to this lodge.
Okay, let me just get a quick buzz and then I'll join you. I'll be right with you.
You've got a knack for the pint pouring,
Let's
my
move our
friend.
stuff
all right,
upstairs.
all right. Pull in my arm. Yeah, I'll drink one with you. Thanks, Ben. Help me calm down a little.
We'll move our bags to upstairs.
Yeah.
Thank
What kind
you.
of mixed drink? Yeah.
When you guys, whoever takes the bags up, you'll notice there's two rooms to the right, two rooms to the left, and then there's what you assume is the master bedroom, which is probably Dave, the innkeeper's room.
Does it look like there are bathrooms in the rooms, or is there just a communal bathroom?
Yeah, there's bathrooms in the rooms.
Okay.
They're very tight, but there is a shower in there.
And is it obvious what two rooms are available? Like two of the doors are open and two of them are closed?
Yeah, he would have told you which number room. They have
Numbers.
numbers. So. We'll say 1 and 3.
All right.
Okay. So they're
So-
across from each other.
Vicky needs good light for her selfies, so I guess we'll take the southernmost room.
I think Dave.
We'll say that's 3. Why not?
Thank you, Ellie.
Gotta look out.
Well, that works out. I don't like the sun waking me up in the morning.
Bed sheets smell slightly bleachy.
No, it's actually the smell's very refreshing.
Like
The whole
lavender.
thing's it's all very well kept. A woman's touch almost.
Quaint.
The little jar of posies on the bedside table.
Yeah, we can say that. Keep it
No.
acquainted.
Weird taxidermy.
No weird taxidermy.
Alright.
There's in
Aw.
each room. In each room, there's a double bed, and then there's a pull-out sofa.
Okay.
They're
Like a
quite
Murphy
big
bed.
rooms, but it's quite a big little pub.
Cool.
It's probably an old-ish building, right?
Yeah.
Early 1800s or something.
Yeah, very, very, very. All the buildings are. You'll see some old stonework, and then you'll notice what's new on the buildings.
What's the Wi-Fi?
Do you say that to Dave, I assume? Or you ain't getting any Wi-Fi out here.
It's all right, Vicky. Maybe they got that 5G.
You'll get a couple of bars, but you might be able to use your 3G or 4G or whatever, but you'll have to be facing closer to the mainland.
Vicky, are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ellis, we need to find your dad really fast.
Like to, yeah. Yeah, let's just go make sure he's okay, and then, we can have our nice little vacation here after.
When World War III hits, it's really going to kill all the influences, isn't it? Yeah, no more connection.
That's the first wave.
End of the Borg.
That's how you stop it.
Um,
So yeah, what are you five doing?
Well, I think we just organized a little bit, and we're going to head towards the lodge.
Okay. So you all gather your things. As you leave, Dave says, "See you in a bit." Again, you'll be greeted by more people. The dog will get more strokes. Probably had a bit of cheese. Dave probably gave the dog some cheese. Got to pay the cheese tax after all. Yeah. So you guys continue. As I said, it's very nice in contrast to what you were. Where you were, it's very nice. Even the sun's out now.
Wow.
But yeah, you guys continue. As you're walking closer to the wooded area, a man approaches you. He's got a hood on, and when he throws the hood back, he's got like a half mask on, so it's covering this side of his face, but not this side. And he's only got half of his hair. The other side of his head is very scarred and has old burns there as well. So it's a mix of scarring from maybe maybe a knife or a gunshot. Who knows? You can't really tell from where he is. Then there's some burns.
Does he look like he's been out hunting, or?
Well, he does have a rifle in his hand, which I would get to. He's got a little rifle. He's got a little limp as well.
I'll address him. Hey, what are you up to?
Who are you?
Excuse me?
I said, who are you?
Just visitors.
What are you doing here?
This guy's way faster than the gatekeeper.
We're just looking for somebody. Sorry.
Who you looking for?
Our hunters. You're way too fast.
Look, mister, we just want to ask you some questions.
What kind of questions?
What'd you call me?
We're just looking for someone that looks like an older version of... And she gestures towards Ellis and Ellie.
Yeah, almost like he could be their dad.
His dad. Mm-hmm. Their dad.
Are you on a bathroom?
No, we don't need to go to the bathroom.
I think I understand him.
I'm glad someone does.
So you've seen Everett?
Was it quite correctly?
It's a Quirreglia. Is this Gaelic?
Thought I had it and I lost it.
He's a regular. He's a regular. Okay.
Is this man speaking English?
Yes, he's speaking English. But you're in the part of England where accents are going to be rough if you're not very.
I think I can do this. In the lodge over there?
You speak so slowly.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yes, they're staying in the lodge over there.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
But they've not been there in a couple of days.
They've got banana coolers. What did he say?
Been there in a couple of days. Haven't been there in a couple of days.
Oh,
last time I saw Everett, he was speaking to Baldwin.
He was speaking to Baldwin.
Oh, Professor Baldwin.
Professor.
Yes.
Well,
Where does he live in the village?
Baldwin lives in the castle over the hill.
There's a castle. Wow,
cool.
Very interesting.
Very tiny castle.
Well, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
I want what he's having.
Yeah. It sounded a lot thicker than I was doing, but I can't. I was just fast talking because I can't do the thick British accent, so fast talking's better. The better way of saying it.
So I guess we're going to meet the mad scientist in the castle.
Sounds pretty cool.
One mad scientist, another mad scientist. Obviously, they got stuff to talk about. I'm surprised that Everett hasn't brought him up before.
Yeah, it makes sense that that's where he'd go hang out.
Might be your chance, Vicky.
Did he say though that your dad
Gotta
comes
guess.
here on a regular basis?
He's been here
For
A
hunting.
number of times, yeah. Hmm.
All of a sudden, you hear as a
You know-
gunshot goes off behind you,
What?
Like how close?
like extremely close.
Jesus Christ!
Is the masked man dead?
Oh no, you see that he's on the floor. The gun's beside him, and he's like, he's crying now.
Guys, the Phantom of the Opera's having a really bad day.
I'm gonna go.
Is he crying because they missed a grouse? What happened?
Should we take
Well,
the gun away
there's
from him?
There's a bird, you think, next to him. The closer you look, it's kind of long, very long, almost worm-like, but it has wings.
So he shot a bird and he's sad about it.
Well, he's on the ground, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, he's on the ground. He's crying.
I think I want to go to the lodge.
Mister, are you?
Let's just walk
Sorry,
away.
Mister, are you okay?
I'm okay. It's just quite sad when you're shooting people around.
I lost it completely.
He's okay, but he's sad when he has to shoot one of them. I think.
Why'd you have
What is that? A flying snake?
I should want to have a look.
One of the local somethings.
I think
I've
you
heard
made
about
up that
this in
last
the library once. I think this is a Quetzalcoatl.
That's Mexico.
And
Is the worm thing still alive on the ground?
No, it's dead.
Okay. Can I like pick it up, look at its face?
Yeah, when you pick it up, it's odd because looking at its body, you'd thought it was quite slimy, but it's not. The wings are actually like a bird's pair of wings, and the face is like very seagull-like.
Is it a loon?
You're unsure. It's very odd.
But 2 legs and 2 wings, right?
Yeah,
Snake.
2 legs,
Okay.
2 wings.
I
but
don't
the
know.
body is serpentish.
Yeah, it's very worm. It's definitely more worm-like than anything.
Well, I'm certainly not a biologist or a zoologist, so maybe it's some local snake bird thing. Maybe that's why your dad's here. He's
I
a
mean,
biologist, isn't he?
If he saw something, if this is as weird as I think it is, and he saw it, then he would definitely be looking into it further.
Maybe he's just excited and he's been here for 3 weeks because he's lost track of time studying the weird snake birds.
That does sound like
Come
it.
into town to call us, though.
Really? He's eccentric. He might not have even thought of it. He might be surprised that we're here.
Eccentric.
Hey.
You
If
hear
you-
a small discussion in the back between Ben and Vicky as they argue whether to call them snurds or bakes.
No, bird snake. Bake.
No, snurds. It's more fun to say.
But stirred sounds. Maybe you should poll your followers.
Oh, that's a good idea. Snurds, bakes, berms, borks.
Don't encourage your ban.
or Fidio Avia. Cisco. Okay, nice.
Yeah, eventually the man does stand up and takes the little
Snake bird snurd. Yeah, the snurd.
snurd,
It's a good word.
picks it up and starts to puts it over his shoulder, and then just starts to walk away with the rifle, whistling now.
Okay.
Very happy, very different change of mood.
I can see why they don't have him welcoming everyone to the island.
That does seem, now that you say that, that does seem counterintuitive to what the bartender was saying. Maybe once you get past a certain point, they just assume you're too far gone.
Or maybe he's one of the people they talked back from the edge, but he's still marginal.
That makes
Anyway,
sense.
Castle Ho.
Yeah. Well, no, the lodge first.
The lodge first.
Aren't we? Yeah, and then the castle.
I guess we're close to the lodge. So.
While we're walking, can I just kind of keep an eye out for any more snurds flying around?
Yeah.
Did he pull that one out of his pocket?
Yeah. You'll see normal birds going around, and then every so often you might see a snurd.
Yeah. Hey guys, look at that. It's
And
weird as hell.
as it goes by, it makes a very nice sound. It's a very peaceful sound.
So the snurds fly in flocks or in dens, docks,
Uh,
sniggles.
yeah, yes, they fly in snick.
It's a slither of snurds. It sounds like we're on Dr. Seuss Island.
Oh, man.
Have you
At
ever
least-
seen a snurd? Have you seen it?
At least if they're alive, I can take pictures because
Yeah.
I cannot have blood on my channel.
Is that against the terms and conditions?
Yeah, it's against my terms and conditions. It's gross.
Yeah, but you could if you release the first pictures of these snurds, I'm surprised there's not snurds already online.
There probably are. It's
Look
probably
them
people
up.
just don't.
Oh yeah,
care.
you can't.
Think of it like a detox.
Okay.
You'd sell
So,
those pets.
Actually, I could assume you're walking as you're having this conversation. You've kind of entered the forest area. And you keep walking because it's path. Well, I say path, it's dirt path, but it's very clearly a
Sure.
path. You follow, and it just seems like, considering it's not a big aisle, the forest just seems very, very big. The longer you spend in it.
So it's a small footpath. We couldn't get a vehicle back here.
No, not here.
Okay. So I wouldn't
go-
make
go-
it to the lodge either.
Going by all the dirt roads and that, you'd probably assume there's probably a back way in that might be
Oh,
more
okay.
car friendly.
Okay. But it's big. It's taking us longer than we thought.
Definitely taking you longer than you thought it would take you.
Other things
Deciduous,
yeah.
evergreen, mixed.
It's mixed, definitely mixed.
So if you
and you
live on an
see-
island, you don't need to drive.
No, and yeah, it's quite cold the further you get in as well. Quite cold.
What time of year is it actually?
It's just finished the summer. So
Oh, okay, so it's fall.
yeah, so it's so it should still be relatively warm. So but it's British weather, so rain, cold happens any time of the year. Doesn't matter if it's summer, autumn, fall, or winter.
Are these evergreen trees or are they
It's a mix of trees. It's a
okay?
mix of
So
trees.
some of them are going to lose their leaves soon.
Yes. It's quite peaceful. You'll see squirrels. You'll see the occasional fox as well.
I wonder what snurd tastes like. I mean, how would you cook a snurd?
Was it more feathery or more scaly?
More? It felt like you were touching a bird, basically. So probably more feathery.
Okay.
You know, they say that dinosaurs used to have feathers. At least some of them did. Wonder if this is some holdover. You know,
Yeah.
this might prove some people's theories.
It's weird that they don't migrate.
Well, they can't get past the sea rubble.
Oh, the rebel. That makes
The old
sense.
man,
Yeah.
So yeah, eventually you reach the cabin, and as you get there, it's quite big. It's a bit bigger than you thought it'd be. You're expecting like a cabin in the woods style cabin, but it's almost like a mini lodge.
Okay.
But again, the proportions are a little weird considering you're all young. You've probably actually looked at the aisle on your phones before to actually see, because you can Google Maps it and stuff and see how. Again, the proportions just don't seem all together. But it's different looking at it from a map and then actually being here.
Vicky, what does TripAdvisor have to say about this place?
I don't I have nothing anymore. Like, I'm trying to look up these snake worm birds, and I do not want to tell you the pictures I'm getting, but they're not of that.
You've put Snared Watcher.
Did you put safe search on?
I probably should have. Yeah.
As you get to this, you also notice there is a bigger path to the right of it, and there is a red truck beside it.
Ah,
Okay,
Red
great. Wonderful.
let's head towards that.
Got a Hemi in that?
As you get to the red truck, you start to realize that it has no tires.
Mm.
It has no
Popped or
tires.
removed.
No tires.
What the
Definitely.
hell?
Looks like they were removed.
Wow. Strange.
Are we in Los Angeles in the bad parts?
Is it
We'll
on
take-
blocks?
No, it's literally just there. No blocks or anything.
Yeah. The wheels
No
right in the
cinder
dirt.
blocks.
Something's wrong going on.
There's
now.
no wheels.
Well,
Around.
the metal part at least, right? There's
No, nothing.
oh
Literally.
wow.
It's
So it's like the axle.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much just the axle.
God.
This makes
And
no
on the-
sense at all.
And on the inside, you actually look, it's pretty much just the carcass of the truck.
It's been gutted.
So much been gutted.
They stole the catalytic converter.
Well, yeah, I'm a mechanic. I want to pop the hood, see if like it's been completely stripped.
Yeah, you pop the hood and
There's just nothing.
even the engine, everything's gone.
Yeah, this is like a hole. This is been completely scrapped.
Again, this is like not possible out here in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, this is some heavy duty stuff. I mean, that engine weighs a ton.
Yeah, Ellis, you know this would have taken a while to do.
Yeah.
And with the space they have, if they did it here, it would have taken them even longer.
And that's the only vehicle?
Yeah, the only vehicle, but you do see multiple tire tracks.
Yeah, because they would
Yeah.
need like a truck to put the engine in and like a winch to get the engine out, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's bang on the door. We're probably gonna have to search the place, but maybe someone's here.
Yeah. See if there's any evidence that they were here.
Who's banging on the door first?
Sounded
I
like
will.
Ellis was heading there.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're all going, but yeah, I'll bang on it.
Ellis, you go to bang on the door, and the door does the stereotypical
Oh
opens
man.
ajar.
Yeah, just hello, call out.
No sound.
Don't
All
mind.
yeah, guys, let's get in here.
Okay, you
My
go in.
meter just ticked up again real bad.
It's quite dark. It's dark in here. And if you go to flick the light switch, doesn't come on.
Hmm.
I guess
Does it
whoever,
look like? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I guess whoever stripped the truck also took all the copper wiring out.
Yeah, there's probably a panel on the back of the house. I could go look. I want to go through the rooms first, though. In
Are
the
they
dark.
dusty, dirty, ransacked?
You've all got your talks on your phones anyway, and so you're looking. It's quite dirty in here. There's in this living area that you're currently in. There's a chair tipped over. There's bits of food on the floor. There's a broken plate. The glass table that was in the middle is completely shattered. There's even a bit of blood on the glass.
Holy crap! Now there are windows, right?
There are windows,
And it's
but,
two or
the-
3 in the afternoon, so there's light
Yeah.
coming in.
That's the thing. You're in here and you're looking out there, and there should be light coming through, but there's nothing.
Can we open it?
Tinted?
Yeah, when you open the windows, light comes in, but if you, let's say, close the windows,
They've got some
No
kind
light
of
coming in.
tinting on them.
That's strange.
That's weird.
This is a really fancy lodge. And is this like a frat thing? Like they party and they're like maybe one of their dad or like owns a dealership or something? How rich is Everett? Sorry, Ellie, I know I keep asking that.
He's
Quite.
pretty good, isn't he?
pretty well off. You are pretty well off.
Yeah, spoiled kids.
Well, this is starting to look more kinky than it is.
I mean, it
Hunting
looks almost like an
lodge.
invasion. I kind of
I'm
want
a
to go look at
little
that
worried about
panel.
You can
blood.
all do me spot hiddens as you're in the living room area.
07.
Oh, 4.
Wow. Yeah, I got an extreme too.
Wow.
Oh.
It is. So extremes, or if you succeed or whatever, it doesn't matter. You all the fails obviously won't. You're probably too busy doing whatever you're doing. Trying to get signal. Vicky, probably.
I'm looking for the Wi-Fi password.
You
Selfies.
guys notice, but there's actually there's as you're looking, there's another switch on the wall, and you've probably been trying a few of the light switches just to see. You flick that one, and a very light red light comes on. And you see above the lighting fixture, there's a light above that. There's a little panel, and it emits a red glow. So it's very mood lighting. You'll also notice near the door you came through, there is a red handprint on the wall.
Is there an upstairs or a?
There's no upstairs, but there's
other
multiple
rooms?
Yeah.
All right. While they're looking at that, I'm going to go and open up the rooms and see what's inside.
Okay. Going to the left will lead into a small hallway, and that way seems to be all the bedrooms. They're all quite neatly put together, but they're a bit claustrophobic, some of them.
Do they look like they've been used, or are they empty?
Yeah, they look slept in. The beds definitely look slept in. There doesn't appear to be any personal effects in any of the rooms.
Okay. This is damn peculiar.
Yeah.
So
that handprint you said, does it like it illuminated like it's mechanical?
No, I should describe it. It's especially with the light on it. Obviously, it would look a bit different in a red light, but if you shine your torch on it, it's maybe red paint, a red painted handprint, or something else.
Drippy red painted, or painted red, and it's just
it's definitely
on.
It seemingly dripped a little bit, but it's dried onto the wall.
But it's not blood.
Not as far as you can tell. No.
It's too bright red to be blood.
Definitely too bright red to be blood.
Okay, so but the red light drew attention to it. It didn't cause it to appear.
No, it didn't draw. It just draw your attention because there was suddenly actual light in here.
Got it.
It was fine.
Well, this red light's very strange. If there's no power or it's on coming from a different source or something.
You said there's a panel by the light. See if you can change it. Change it to
There
like something
typically
less,
is, yeah.
less murdery.
Well, is there an electrical panel outside? I'd have to go.
Outside on the back.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you guys keep seeing if there's anything useful. I'll go poke my head into that.
Yeah,
Your head. Yeah, go on, Ellie.
I'm going to continue the house tour. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ellis, you'll go around to the panel. Everyone else, I'll just give you the layout of the lodge. The door directly in front of the front door, we'll call it, leads to the kitchen and a small little dining area. And there's a door in there that leads outside. There's a couple of doors in there. One just leads to a little storage room that has cans of food and stuff. And the other one is just a broom closet. And going back into the main room, if you're going to the right, it's just another open area. There's like a snooker table in there.
So can I just say that I'm going to look around carefully, just systematically walking through the whole thing, see if there's any kind of clue, matchbook or sex toy.
Enough, James.
Yeah.
Enough.
Anyone continuing to explore or look for clues in their lodge, do me a spot hidden. I will go to Ellis. While that's that, just put your results in the chat, and then I'll come back to them in a second. Ellis, you go to a panel and you open it up, and it's it's a very basic panel. It doesn't look like it's been tampered with, but it's not on.
Oh, so it's just been flipped off like a breaker?
Yeah, pretty much.
So before I turn that on, is there any other source I see that would be powering that red?
Do me one of your rolls, one of your electronics-based rolls. It can
Okay.
obviously not mechanical, either electrical or electro. I'll allow electronics.
Well,
so.
yeah, my electrical's crazy. I rolled a 67, so that's a regular success.
Yeah. Yeah, you do have crazy
Yeah.
crazy
It's hard to mess
mad
that up.
skills. It's definitely difficult for you to mess it up. So yeah, you're a curious mind when it comes to this kind of stuff, so you take it apart a little bit, and yeah, you notice there's a little bit of wiring's loose, but you can put that back together. But there's another panel within it, just a tiny one, and you seeing the wires and that, you think of that must be what's connected to the extra additional lighting, the red light, which requires a lot of electrical flow, because considering how big the panel is, there's a lot going through it.
I'm just trying to grasp, like, would Ellis have any idea of why that would be? Like, have like a, because it sounds like it's just rerouting so that that's always on if the panel is flipped off, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, this is something that they intentionally designed to always have power, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a backup. You're unsure if it only comes on when the power's off, or
okay. Well, okay, yeah, he'll flip the main breaker and then head back inside.
As you flip the main breaker, there is a sound, just a little sound, but is a clunk sound that echoes through you'll all hear it, and then the lights very brightly come on, and
Surprise.
the red glow disappears. And these are bright, very bright lights.
I guess Ellis found it. This feels like a movie set of a rural hunting lodge.
You know, it feels like a dark room, like the old-fashioned ones where you did develop film.
Is that why the light's all filtered so that it doesn't get in or leave or something?
Yeah, well,
like the windows?
You wouldn't want the light to come in and destroy the picture, and the red light doesn't work on the photo, so yeah, it's weird. But I don't see any equipment for doing
no, you
developing pictures.
You don't see anything, but that definitely sits at the back of your mind, because when you flick on that red, there's a lot of red lights throughout the thing, so it is almost, as you said, one big photography
dark room,
or was. That's what it feels like. As you guys are searching again, it feels like people were here, and there's evidence with the broken plate, the broken glass, the handprint, and you see
the door was open.
Door was open. You see a few other bits, like in the kitchen. There's definitely signs that people were eating the food. Some of the sides are dirty. There's a couple of flies in there. There's stains on the table and stuff like that. So there were evidence of people here. But the one thing anyone who passed saw, especially Ben with his 08, maybe you are the first one, is under the snooker table, there is a hatch.
Hey, take a look at this. It's like a trap
Obviously,
door.
snooker tables go very low to the ground, so you probably got on the floor and had a little look, but that's how you notice it.
Weird. Maybe access to under the house.
Crawl space? I
Just
don't know.
maintenance crawl space or
What
root
if this-
cellar.
Yeah,
move
what
the
if
table.
this is Professor Baldwin's like apocalypse bunker?
Well, then I want to see it.
Yeah, me too. This could be, where you ride out Armageddon.
I'm going to try to move the table.
Okay.
I'll help.
So Ben, you were the first one who said it. So do strength roll with an advantage as you've got help.
Right. Is Ellis coming in as they are moving the table?
Yeah, Ellis, you will have just
Okay.
walked in as they're probably getting to push the table.
Yeah.
But I will actually come to you in a second because they probably
Got it.
left the door open. So
Cool.
So, with the advantage roll, I got an extreme.
okay, yeah, you guys, you're strong, man. You get it through.
Teamwork.
But before you can react to that, Ellis, a hand touches your shoulder,
Oh yeah. We'll turn and see.
and you see a very familiar man.
The Phantom of the
with a
Opera.
mask, yeah.
This-
You actually entered the cabin.
Yes. Hello. Just like you scared me. Yeah, we came here. We're looking for my dad.
Yes, but when no one's here, you're not meant to enter. You're not meant to be here. You're not hunters.
Why not? What's wrong?
Well, you're not on the list, and there's no one here. So at the minute, so you can't enter.
Oh no, we talked to Dave back in town. He said it'd be fine.
No, I keep all the records of all of this. You can't.
Okay. Well, we're just looking for some missing people. We can sign your paperwork or whatever you want later.
Paperwork. Paperwork.
Sorry, what was your name, sir?
He actually ignores that question and goes into his jacket. As he opens his jacket, he pulls out some paper, but you actually get notice of like these little scabs inside, just on his skin, and he puts it. Yes, paper, and he pulls out a pen. It didn't look like he had a pocket there, but he pulls out a pen and he's like, pen, paper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sure. And I'll fill out the paperwork on the side of the lodge.
Very peace of mind. And enjoy your stay. I didn't realize you were wanting to enter the cabin. Yes, and he takes it off you and he stumbles off with his rifle.
Right.
Yes, just be careful.
Okay. When he turns his back, I like kind of cautiously sniff my fingers, then I grab the pen. Is anything funky with that?
There's definitely a funky smell.
Mm.
Ellis, did
Definitely
you
a
sign
funky smell.
release form for us?
What'd you say?
Did you just sign a release form for us?
I don't know.
You don't actually know what you signed. All that was actually on there was a bunch of gibberish.
Great.
I didn't understand it.
Yeah, it was gibberish.
All right. I like to think I didn't put anybody's name. I just kind of scribbled.
But you did notice he was definitely, when he's distressed, he speaks slower.
Okay. Well, if we ever need to communicate properly, we'll scare him first.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's yeah, Ellis is probably pretty jumpy after that. That was surprising for him.
And yeah, you open the hatch, and there's a ladder that goes down.
I'm climbing down the ladder.
Are there any smells or anything? Does it look cobwebby or?
No, it's actually, when you open it, you're expecting like loads of dust to maybe come up, but no. No dust, and the ladder looks in good condition.
Were there any backpacks or anything? Like you said, there were no personal possessions, so we're not seeing evidence that they had like clothes or anything left over.
Yeah, no evidence of them still being here, basically, is what you're getting.
Right.
Yeah.
That must be the real lodge then down there, because they weren't really staying up here.
Are we are implying though now is that if they went down there, somebody else moved the snooker table on back on top of it?
Yeah, that guy.
You mean Crabby or Scabby?
Yeah, Scabby.
I'm sure he prefers the Phantom. The floor of the room with the snooker table in it, is it wood?
Yeah, it's wood. It's wood.
The channel down, is it concrete?
Yeah.
And the ladder is rungs set in concrete?
Oh, sorry, no. But when you go down, there's concrete like around downstairs. The ladder is wood. Sorry, that was my
There's a wooden ladder going through the hole in the
ladder.
wood floor into maybe a concrete bunker of it.
Yeah.
Is there light down there?
Not currently. But whoever goes down there, it's shining your light down there. There's a little switch at the bottom of the ladder. So
Careful, there might be.
I'm going to start cleaning up the crime scene. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to go down the hole in the ground, and my orphanometer is really high again.
Yeah.
Ellis, can you take James down there and just make sure that there aren't any bodies or anything? And I'm gonna.
Well, so Ellis is still not really seeing the trapdoor. He walks in and was just like, "Man, guys, that guy with the mask just scared the hell out. Where are you?" Walks back and sees the big thing in the hole.
We found a secret entrance.
Oh man. Well, the panel was fine, no damage. I was expecting to see an accident, but I just had to flip a lever. There was something rerouting it to that red light though, and Josh, is the red light completely out now?
completely out now.
This place is wired strangely. So when the main power is shut off, it's rerouted to some secondary system.
That makes sense if it is like a photo thing, because then you wouldn't run the risk of turning on the lights when the red light's on.
Yeah, I would imagine putting a switch like that on the inside, though. It's weird to have to go completely out of the building.
Yeah.
It also doesn't seem like a rural island of a couple of dozen people, kind of. And how did they strip the truck?
Yeah.
And
also the mask guy seemed pretty freaked out that we were here. He somehow didn't think that we were going to come check this place out after we said we were here. He wanted me to sign some paperwork. I couldn't read a damn word on it. Then he disappeared.
Does he own the place? Is this an Airbnb type thing or what?
I don't know if he's a groundkeeper or a homeless man or.
Did he give you his name?
No.
Maybe it's a barbarian kind of thing.
Maybe it's Count Baldwin or.
Yeah, I was actually kind of suspecting that, but I don't know.
It didn't look that old, right?
I couldn't see his face that well. The burns and scars.
Mask.
Yeah, but so what's going on with this trapdoor? What do you think?
Let's not freak out or anything. Let's just take a look. It's probably nothing.
Yeah.
Now that the hack's been open a little while and you guys are chatting, the dog is growling up the trapdoor a little bit.
Okay, Clint, good boy.
Is it, boy?
I think Ben's already halfway down.
Yeah, and I'm right behind him.
But Ben, James, you'll start to hear Flint growling as you're going down.
Yeah, guys, watch your step. Axe murderer.
You might smell a badger.
All right, well, I'll scream if there's something really bad down here.
You do that.
Descriptive in your scream, please.
I'm right behind you guys.
If he screams, I'm going back up the ladder as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I will attempt my most informative scream.
Thank you.
So Ben, I assume you went down first. So you get down there, and are you gonna flick the switch?
Flick it.
You gonna flick it, Ben? You gonna flick the switch?
Yeah, if the switch is down here, yeah.
Yep. You flick the switch and the lights come on down here.
Oh yeah.
And now you're in this quite big open space. There's bookshelves down here, no books on them. There's a desk. Doesn't look like there's anything in it. There's a rug in the middle. There seems to be a fridge down here. There's a little sofa. It seems like one of the pull-out beds. But then there's a door. Now, James and Ben, the door definitely gets your attention because the door is some kind of metal, and there appears to be the door pokes out a little bit, and there appears to be chains in the concrete that go over the outer door a little bit.
I see.
What?
And there's a lock.
Was...
There's a lock on that chain, and the door has about 4 or 5 separate locks, and it also appears there might even be a passcode system underneath.
What
Okay.
were they into?
What's in the refrigerator?
Ben, you walk over to the refrigerator. Okay. I'll come to you in a second, Ben. James, what are you doing down here?
I'm going to walk over towards the door.
Okay.
I'm going
What's
to try an old trick.
Okay.
If there's dust on something, I'm going to get the dust and I'm going to blow it on the keypad and see if it sticks to where the fingerprints
Okay.
would be.
It does. It actually does. But it appears that it's not really accessible yet because there seems to be another lock over that lock. So you've kind of got to open that lock that's over the keypad to put the keypad in. It's very elaborately done.
They either want to, they're going to find piles of gold in here or something. This is ridiculous.
It's definitely sets off some kind of belling it because this is heavily like shuts. But I'll come back down to you two in a minute. The three of you upstairs, what are you three doing?
Mostly listening for screams.
Okay.
I want to go down and join them.
There's
Okay,
a vault
Ellis.
down here.
I'm making a point of like not leaving my fingerprints all over this crime scene.
Okay, maybe as James shouts that up, Ellis, that's when you're halfway down the ladder.
There's a weird fucking vault down here.
Does it
Yeah.
have like a seal or something? Look for Professor Baldwin's things. He might be really rich.
Yeah, it could hold treasure, but it's a ridiculous thing to go to. This is nonsense.
Ben,
No, when you're rich, it's a sin trick.
do me a strength roll. This fridge is very difficult to open.
You got it, boss.
As Ben, you guys obviously won't see Ben touching the fridge from up there, but the dog seemingly knows something, and the dog is getting ready to almost pounce down there.
Okay. And boy.
What did you get, Ben?
a success, regular.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you a little while, but you pull the fridge open, and then all of a sudden, like a gush of dirty red liquid comes out of there all over you.
Oh, why?
And
What the fuck is that?
there's about 1,000 keys on the floor.
Keys. Oh. This is exactly
And
what I was hoping for.
there's a head on the floor.
This is not what I was hoping for.
And you see a human head. But I am going to get everyone down here to do a sanity roll in a second, but I'm just going to describe what the head does first.
Does?
Yes, does, Ben. So the head rolls out, and it continues to roll. It rolls past you, and maybe it does a little turn. And as Ellis has come down the ladder, it rolls into Ellis's foot. And
Where the hell
Ellis,
did this come from, guys?
all of a sudden, a weird long legs come out of the eye sockets and out of the stump of the head, and then it starts to climb up you, Alice.
Well, Benjamin doesn't like this one bit.
All right. Well, sanity first, right?
Sanity for all three of you down here.
I rolled 96.
Fail. I think that fail will manifest in quite the informative scream.
I got a 12.
Okay, James, take 2 points. Ben and Ellis, roll a d4 plus 1.
5.
Okay, do me an intelligence roll, Ellis.
Oh yeah, I bet I'm gonna nail this one.
There's a fake head down here.
I rolled an 06. I got an extreme.
Okay, Thom, you've got your charts, right?
Oh, I don't.
Or because
I can get him real quick though. Go ahead.
it's a D8 currently, yeah? D8 for
That's what I've
chart.
got. Yeah.
96 on the sanity and 06 on the intelligence.
Good. You know, it's all good.
You want him to roll the 8 sided dice?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alice
roll
has. Just
I got 5.
5. Do a 1d10 also.
And 5.
It's you have a psychosomatic effect. You can't work your hands; they won't grip anything.
Oh, so I fall off the ladder.
Yeah, you just fall off the ladder.
All right, so I guess I fall on the ground screaming and rolling around trying to kick this thing off me.
Yeah, there's this thing crawling all over you.
Yeah, just thrashing around.
Ben, how many points did you lose?
4.
Okay. You're a bit, I don't know, maybe you're a bit shaken. You let out that scream like you
What
said.
the fuck is that?
That presence of mind to give a descriptive scream that, no, the head's not fake. And
because I'm completely in control, I'm going to run over and kick the fuck out of it.
Okay.
Like a soccer ball.
Do me a brawl roll for me as you're running to it.
1.
01. Yeah, you kick it so hard it goes splat against a wall, and it's not blood that comes out. It's this bright red liquid,
Same
almost
as the handprint.
Same as the handprint.
I'm
Bright
going
red.
to at the same time now scoop up Ellis in my hands underneath his armpits and lift him up because his hands aren't working.
Yeah, it shakes.
We got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think Ellis would be just going for the ladder and not being able to do anything for a while, panicking out.
Okay.
What do you see?
It's bad. Ah!
There's something fucking insane. There's a spider head.
You ever seen The Thing?
Yeah, like The Thing. We kicked it and killed it.
Vicky, do you have any idea what the fuck they're saying? Is this?
I think I saw it's the one with all the Norwegians.
Yeah, no, the one with the Americans. That the guy's head falls off and it sprouts legs. It was
Ellis,
like that.
get your ass up the ladder.
Ellis has got a problem.
Yeah,
He can't.
Something's wrong.
He's can't use his arms.
So was that 5 I rolled 5 hours that I can't use my hands?
Technically 5 rounds.
Oh, okay.
5 rounds, right?
Okay.
So for this purpose, it won't last very. If James got you, he'll eventually come back. Maybe after a minute.
Well, yeah, for a little while, I'm trying to climb and can't, and getting frustrated by it.
Ben, what are you doing? Because you're covered in basically shit.
Yeah.
And keys.
The head, it's gone.
Setting keys.
Yeah, the head is splattered against the wall thanks to James's perfect kick.
All right. Well, I'm going to start looking through these keys.
Ew. We're not unlocking that fucking door.
They're all different shapes and sizes.
There's a giant bolt
get
door.
out of here.
There's a
Vicky.
door. There's so many locks on this door. Like, aren't you just dying to know what's back there?
Not now that I've seen Spiderhead.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
I'm coming down. You keep thinking.
Yeah,
just
you gotta,
go back down. I'll come and join you. I
You
want
got
to
to
see
record
this.
all of this, Vicky.
I'm going down, Ellie.
The dog is getting very agitated.
It's like we're in the
God,
worst
Flint.
escape room.
Oh my God, I love escape rooms.
You're going to get so many subscribers from this, Vicky.
Oh my God. She's
If
going
you
down
get
the
off the island and send any of this,
She's not going to film it because there's all that red stuff that looks like blood.
Oh yeah, it's against the terms and conditions.
Damn it. There's blood. I'm going back, and she gets like almost
So
down the
much
ladder.
blood.
Here's blood, and then it's like, nope, no, I'm out.
The dog
Ew,
even
it's
starts
not blood.
woofing now. The dog starts woofing, like proper nasty barking.
angrily down the hole.
Yeah, down the hole.
I think it wants to come down here.
Dogs can't go
I
down
think
ladders.
it wants us
Ben.
to get up here.
Was the head anybody that Ellis recognized? One of the dad's friends? I know that it's goo now, but in that little moment.
Do me backwards in time spot hidden.
Okay.
A recalled spot hidden.
30, so a regular. I could spend 5 luck for a heart if you want.
Oh no, that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
It sort of shares a resemblance to one of your dad's friends who was a doctor, Dr. Bernstein. He was a geologist.
Okay. Well, so like as I'm assuming it was just like burned into Ellis's memory, and he's convinced that it was
'cause
the guy that he thought.
Bernstein had a very specific scar on his cheek, so that definitely
So
ingrained.
just a lot of panic screaming that I'm not going to do with my family asleep. But Ellie, it was Dr. Bernstein, Dad's friend. He's dead. His head turned into a monster.
Uh-oh.
So everybody in the cellar just went crazy?
We're trying to get out, but
Are you
Ellis
going
is-
down or coming up? Shh, Flint, relax.
I'm getting the fuck out. But I Ellis hasn't got the use of his hands for some reason.
Yeah, I'll just lean on the wall and start shaking, so you can climb up
We
on
can
your own
say
if
it.
you want.
No.
Right now, your hands come back.
You're my best bud. I'm not going to leave you down here with.
Yeah.
Spider.
It takes a bit of adjusting, but eventually your hands.
Yeah. Well, I'll still say I lean on the wall and like double over to breathe for a second. Yeah.
Hey Ellis, when your hands work again, can you help me sort through these keys?
Oh God, Ben, I don't think I want to dig through that. I don't.
Down here alone?
It didn't bite you, Ellis, did it?
I think it was trying to.
Didn't
You're
lick you,
unsure.
did it?
If you look at your skin, there's a little tiny indents just from where the sharpness of its legs got into you, but
I'll
it
pull up
didn't.
my pant leg and just look at this thing. It was digging into me.
It's
They
human
didn't
blood.
cause you to bleed or anything. It's just that little. Little marks.
Ben, what are you doing? Why are you going through that? Don't unlock that door.
I really want to unlock that door.
You're going to let out some horrible Cthulian demon.
Well, I'll just close it again very quickly.
I think Ben's lost it.
All right. Sorry guys. Let me get outside and take a breath. Ben, then I'll think about coming in and helping you. But I need out of here for a second.
Yeah, have a good long think about it. I'll wait.
Is there anything else in the room?
Not particularly. As I said, there was bookshelves with nothing on it. There was a desk. There was a sofa bed.
Could I
from what you can tell.
Can I listen at this door?
Yeah, you can listen.
It's a big old
I won't
metal
make you.
key.
I won't make you roll because it's just from looking at it and then putting it. It's very thick. You definitely don't think you'd be able to hear if there was something behind there or someone
Okay.
or a contraption behind there making some noise or whatever.
Is there any evidence that things have been passing through here frequently?
Going by how well kept down here is, no cobwebs or anything. There's definitely been some traffic.
Well, then it must be safe.
James, you said you were having a little look around just at what was down here.
Yeah, see if there's anything else.
Yeah, in the desk, there's nothing of there is a matchbox that has another few keys in it. No matches, just more keys. There is a drawer full of keys. And then there is a drawer with a handgun and some extra ammunition.
More keys over here. And these are dry, not covered in red goop. I'll take the matchbooks with the 3 keys and I'll throw it to Ben.
Okay. Are you gonna look? Because the sofa bed pulls out the bookshelves. They're those kind of bookshelves that have cabinets at the bottom as well.
Okay.
So it would pull out.
Yeah.
But there's obviously no books on the bookshelves.
I'll look in everything.
Okay,
This is
so
going on.
the cabinets open. Keys come out of the cabinets.
What the fuck?
All of the cabinets. Keys come out.
They don't want you to know which key is the right key. The way to hide the key is to hide it amongst a million other keys.
And in one of those pile of keys, there's a little box of a little tub of painkillers amidst the keys. And when you open the sofa bed, there's more keys inside the sofa bed, just piling out. But you find a shotgun in there that comes out with the keys. As you pull out the sofa bed, all these keys come flying out and a shotgun rolls out as well.
So I'm not really fond of the idea of Ben opening the door, but I'm going to give you a piece of advice that suddenly dawns on me. If a key is used multiple times, it should be kind of shiny from putting it in and out of the lock. The other keys would get dull.
Yeah. Thanks, James.
Because there are hundreds of keys here. And they're all pretty dull looking.
After your little thing of opening everything, the whole floor is basically just keys at this point.
All right, everybody, we're looking for a shiny key.
Probably multiple keys. There's multiple locks.
Yeah, I'm not coming down there if there's blood. Thanks.
It's just goo. It's not blood. It's like that stuff on the wall with the hand. It's like red paint.
So Ellis comes out of the trapdoor looking just horrified. It's like, don't trust him. It's bad.
Okay, so Ellis, Vicky, and Ellie, you're upstairs. I'll come back to James and Ben down with all the keys in a minute. Vicky, Ellis, and Ellie. Your dog.
What did you say about Dr. Bernstein?
Yes. It was his head. It was decapitated. It grew legs and climbed up me. And I'll show you the marks. Like, I'm probably still not indents, but little red marks on my leg.
Your dog woofs and runs towards the front door.
Oh, we gotta catch him. Flint's getting away.
Yeah, bolt after Flint.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
We still got to check on the castle.
So the other three, you three going after Flint, and as you go out, Flint has bolted. Not the way you came. As you left as you exit to the left. So basically in that direction of where the castle and the hills are, Flint is just bolted. And even if you call him, he's not coming back.
Yeah, we're definitely calling after him.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go?
You hear the barking get distant.
Yeah, you two would have heard the
I
barking.
think they ran away,
No,
Ben.
no, yeah.
They're just leaving us in here?
They
Vicky
went after
gives
the
up.
dog.
She doesn't care about the dog as much as these two. She gives up pretty close and walks back. Flint's gone.
What? Where'd he go?
I don't know. He ran off. He seemed really agitated. Maybe there's more doctors around.
I wish that mask guy was here. We could ask him about this.
Vicky, you're by the door as you're like, all of a sudden the hand touches your shoulder.
Yes.
Slow turn.
Are you okay? I heard swimming.
He's not that worried. Am I a car?
He wondered if you could hear screaming.
Ask him questions.
What's up with the basement and keys? Huh?
His eyes, well, his one eye that you can properly tell widens. The other one, you might notice it widens a little bit, but you went down into the basement.
No, I did not. No.
I did.
Yeah, the people inside did.
He turns around and walks off.
What? So I'll give chase. Mr. Mask Man.
He takes up his rifle from his hand, points it at you.
Have a wonderful day. And she just backs up into the house.
And then he puts it back on his shoulder and continues to walk off.
Ben James, I think we're gonna get shot.
Why?
Scabby just pointed a gun at me.
Well, that wasn't nice.
He did not seem happy that you're in the basement.
I can't say as I blame him, but he didn't tell you what's down here?
He didn't like that you're down there. I think he might know about the doctor.
Probably, yeah.
So, Ellie and Alice, what are you two doing? Are you still following after Flint?
Yeah, well, Ellie, it's your dog. You know him a little bit better than I do. Do you think we need to go running after him, or is he going to come back on his own?
He's behaving nuts, and what you said is nuts. And I'm pretty.
It was.
So I'm gonna try to catch the dog.
Yeah, I'm not letting you run off on your own. I'm coming with.
I run until I get a little winded and try to keep him in eyesight. And every once in a while, I stop my foot and yell his name in this very stern voice that he does not care about.
Okay. So eventually you guys actually leave the forest as you're following Flint, and it's dark. You look at the time, let's say on a watch or whatever, and it's shouldn't be this dark. It's only like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Shouldn't be this dark at this point. Should still be quite light.
We could have just stayed at the stonemasons and gotten drunk.
Yes, we could have, but I'm very concerned about Father all of a sudden. You know,
And in front of you is a hill, and just in the distance you hear a from your dog. It's not a whimper as in he's hurt. It's more of a worried little.
Oh God! All right, I'm coming, baby. Shh.
Yeah.
You two go up the hill, and as you're on the hill, you get a little view of the area, and in the distance you see the so-called castle. It's not actually a castle. It is a house with an probably built on an old castle, because there is a tower that obviously belonged to a castle at some point. But someone has built a house into the tower, basically.
Great. Yeah.
And dog's running right for it.
No, the dog has gone down this hill because that castle's a bit further up and down because of the tower. That's how you can kind of see the top of it. Up and down another bit of hill, not as low down. Down is a small little shack, very tiny, almost like a poop shack. And you see the dog, you see Flint there, cowering back from the shack.
Okay. I'm sure I have a lead in my bag that I'm gonna clip onto his collar so there's no more of this nonsense.
Yes.
And well, yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out what he's freaked out about.
I see. So you both go there and you get the collar, and Flint is very happy to see, actually quite happy to see you, gives you a little nudge, but is still very shaky.
Hmm.
And now that now you can see the poop shack, as I'll just refer to it. It seems to be
Actually, not
vibrating.
a house. It's just a
No,
tiny,
no, it's not an outhouse. It's just a tiny shack.
like a
it seems
gardening
to,
shed.
yeah, yeah. And it's shaking a little bit, or the door's shaking a little bit.
Uh, are there windows? Is there light inside since it's dark
No.
out here?
No light inside, not from what you can tell.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ellis, there's probably a bunch more heads in there. Do you want to go see? Because if one of them's dad's, then we can put it in a cooler and take it back to civilization and then call the authorities about this, maybe?
I think we have to. You get a hand on your dog, make sure he's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hunker down and hold Flint by the collar.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's no knock this time, just open the door if I can.
Yeah, it opens outwards. So as you open it, I'm going to go to the other three. So, Vicky, what are you? Because the other two are looking at the keys. So I'll come to it. But what are you doing
She's
specifically?
she's been threatened with a gun. She's going down the ladder so that she's at least by the other two. And she's just not going to look at the floor with its red substance that seems an awful lot like blood.
Okay.
Okay.
So all three of you are down there. Ben and James, are you both looking through the keys?
I'm started helping Ben. Yeah.
Okay, you can both do me spot hidden rolls. So I would say spot hidden for now.
63 is a fail.
I got a regular success.
Okay, Ben. After a little while, you find the key that unlocks the crossed chain that goes across the. So you
Found one.
and
What?
Let me get a video of you unlocking it.
All right.
it took you a while because you've been doing this for a while. You think you got lucky. Just you found a key and tried it and it worked.
All right, Vic, you got to come up with a clever hashtag for this.
Hashtag been unchained.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
I'll work on it until we get reception.
We'll do it in post.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got the first one. You guys are back to searching the keys. Now you can both do me luck rolls.
Uh-oh.
Missed it by 6. Can I spend luck to make my luck roll?
No, you cannot. No, you cannot, James.
I'm feeling unlucky.
Okay. Okay, it's just
There's
gonna take
so
you
many
longer.
keys.
It'll take you, Vicky. I need you to do me a luck roll for a different reason.
How's a 96 sound?
Okay. Vicky has not noticed, but maybe Ben and James, you will notice after a little while. There's loud footsteps above you and a screeching sound and a flop as you think the hatch is just closed on you, And the snooker table has been pushed over the hatch.
But why? Who did that?
I think we've been snookered.
I'm going for the ladder. I'm going to shove upwards.
Okay. Yeah, you shove, and obviously it is coming up, but it's, as I said, the snooker table is very low. They're the ones that go low to the ground. And so as you're shoving, you're hearing it hit the top of the snooker table. And you do, if you're up there, you do see someone limping away.
Can Big Strong Ben help James?
Yes.
All right, well, that's
But first I need a luck roll from either one of you, whoever's got the worst luck to do a luck roll out of you two.
Well, I've got 50.
Just because you're on a ladder to get...
all right. Mine's the same. So who's doing the luck?
I'll do it.
All right, I'm coming up, buddy.
06.
Okay, yeah, you'll both be able.
Get one side and I'll get the other.
So whoever rolls with strength, doesn't matter whoever's got the best, worst, whatever.
What's your strength?
It will get an advantage to the roll.
70.
Mine too. So you can roll this one.
All right. We got this. On 3.
Remember, we picked the thing up and tossed it aside before.
All right, I'm gonna spend some luck to make that work. So.
Okay.
Can we both spend half the luck that it takes?
Yeah, I can.
How much luck do you have to spend?
All right, I needed to spend 11, so I'll do 6.
Okay, and I'll do 5.
Okay, what are you doing? Is it just a regular you're making, or is it a hard or a...
It's a regular.
Okay. Between the both of you, it's just going to take longer, that's all.
Okay.
Eventually, there'll be some leeway, maybe even the hatch breaks a little bit and gives you a bit... You're both going to ache a lot. You're both going to ache, because that's taken a lot out of both of you.
I don't think
so you can both do me con rolls.
All right.
Oh, 41 out of 50.
All right, I got an extreme.
Okay,
you're getting a good angle on him.
Yeah, you both just feel a bit
trying to flip the table.
Tired. Both just feel a bit tired, but you manage to you get it over, but there's no lasting effects.
Okay.
So you did get out. You can now freely get out. The hatch is broken basically now, as there's a hole in the wooden.
I'm gonna go after Krabby Mc. What's his name, and punch him in the face.
Scabby.
Okay.
Scabby.
He's got a gun.
Just to say a bit of time, you go out and you don't see him. You look, you don't see him around.
Bitch. Do I see Ellis and Ellie? Or Vic? No.
You see Vicky. Vicky was downstairs.
Right.
Yeah, Vicky was down there.
I don't see Ellis or Ellie down out here.
I think they were chasing the dog.
Oh.
Did you try these keys already? I'm coming up too. I don't want to be stuck down here.
I'm going to look for a weapon. Like a wood chopping axe or something.
Yeah, we could say there's one outside. We could say there's a fire axe outside.
Cool.
Obviously, there's a handgun and a shotgun downstairs.
Oh, that's right. There's a handgun and a shotgun downstairs.
Vicky comes out with a handgun and a shotgun. You guys left these behind in the basement. Do you want
Ben,
these?
did you go up with James, Ben, or did you go back down?
I think that when we opened the hatch and James climbed out, I probably got out.
Okay. Sure.
We got to go find Ellie and Ellis.
Okay.
Elves.
So you're leaving the keys for now, okay? Ben's reluctantly leaving those damned keys.
You know, in all the years that I've known you guys, we've never come up with an adequate nickname for the elves.
I like to think we have divergent lives, so you probably Like the friend groups haven't overlapped too much, I don't think.
The L train? Is that anything?
James and Vicky, just as Ben smells bad, and I mean bad.
Hey, it's hereditary.
You are doused in that red goo.
Well, there's a
Well,
little, yeah.
Since you washed off, there's a sink over there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a sink. Yeah. But while you're doing that, then planning on going after Ellie and Ellis, back to Ellis as he's opening this door.
My bullet.
You open the door. Can you do me a dodge roll, please, Ellis?
Dodge. 88. That's probably a fail.
We're looking at evidence at this point, so
Yes.
Okay.
By quite a bit.
Okay, Ellis. So you open the door, and all of a sudden, Ellie, you will see these giant alligator-like chops bite into your shoulder and rip in. And Ellie, you will see there's this human with an alligator tail and an alligator crocodile-ish head, whichever one, it doesn't really matter. It's either an alligator or a crocodile. You can have that argument yourself. But
We'll argue about it while we're screaming.
guess
Yeah.
it's time to release Splint.
it is ripping into your shoulder.
Go boy, get it.
You're okay. You're setting Flint off. Roll me a D100, Ellie.
D100.
Just for Ellie, not Ellis.
Oh,
Not,
yeah,
just
47.
Ellie. Sorry, what was that, Ellie?
47.
Okay. Flint jumps up, bites into the top bit of the leg of the thing and manages to yank it off of Ellis. But Ellis, a lot of blood and quite a bit of flesh has been ripped off of your shoulder. You can actually see the bone in there and the blood. You can take 3 points of damage for me, Ellis.
All right. Well, yeah, falling into the grass, kind of kicking to slide away.
Okay.
Alec, get the door closed.
Yeah, that thing is going to come back for you. Okay. I will come back to you guys in just a second. There's a reason I'll come back to you guys in a second. The other three.
Do you want to do a quick bio break?
Yes, we can have a quick bio break.
All right, cool.
Everyone's back.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I just said to you three.
Well, you
You
just
said that we
cut away from
went
me.
back to town
Yeah,
and we just went.
No, I did not.
left,
No, I
right?
did not say that. Shit.
you were jumping back to the three of us.
Yeah, I jumped back to the three of you, and I was about to say, "What are you guys doing now?" Here we go.
Well, I'll divvy out the guns first of all.
I found
because-
an axe, you told me, so.
Yes. So you have an axe.
And I'm standing outside. I'm looking around for Scabby.
Ben, Ben, do you
Give me a
want
spot hidden, James.
which gun?
I'll take the shotgun.
Okie doke.
I got 55 out of 50, so I could spend 5 luck, but I think I'm more concerned about Vicky and Ben coming up behind me.
Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, you won't see anything then. No, he's not here now. Old Scabby boy, Phantom of the Opera boy.
I don't see Scabby.
So Ben and Vicky are now. Let's say the three of you are cuddled together.
Well, I'll point the direction that Flint went if we
Yeah,
want to
let's
go that way.
Go together
Yeah.
that way, yeah.
If you're pointing in that direction, you will see footprints that lead that way because you'll see their footprints in the off the beaten track, the
Okay.
dirt.
Is that by chance
heading?
heading towards the castle too?
It's heading that way, yes. And I'll do the same thing. You get to the top of the hill and you see in the distance what's meant to be the castle. It's just a large house
Right.
built into a castle tower. And then you will see from a distance, because now I'll jump back to Ellie and Ellis. From a distance, you will see Ellie and Ellis and a giant alligator-looking thing and the dog. Ellis has blood coming out. But before you three can react to that, I'll just go to what Ellie had just done. Because you three will see this. And Ellis, the alligator starts to lift up, levitate up. And then, Ellie, describe what you're going to do with the alligator.
Once it's far enough away that it is sort of not immediately a danger to Ellis, I'm going to just sort of hurl it into the ground.
Okay, do me a power roll for me.
I'm going to have to spend 5 luck to pass that.
That's fine. Rolls will be different depending on what you're doing with your. Okay, so yeah, you fling it, and it goes flying into the distance. It doesn't do Team Rocket style, and it doesn't go right into the sky, but it goes over the hill a little.
Okay.
What the fuck?
And now I'm going to run up to Ellis and start to,
Ellie and Ellis, you can do a sanity roll for the crocodile thing.
Mhm.
Vicky, Ben, and James, you can do it not only for seeing the crocodile, but for seeing it levitate and get chucked.
Yeah. I failed, but I'm immediately sprinting towards where they are.
That's fine.
Yeah, I failed also.
Okay.
I failed with a 97, if that matters.
Okay. People who passed, just lose 2 either way. So people who fail, except Vicky, I'll come to you in a second, Vicky. You could take a D4 plus 1. Oh, sorry, Ellis is a D4 plus 1. James and Ben, you're a D4 plus 2.
I got 5 again.
I've got 5 too.
Okay, so int rolls from James and Ellis.
Oh, 000. I didn't. I don't know what that.
No, yeah, I failed that one too. 72 over
Yeah.
60.
Hey, you guys are fine. Vicky, I want you to roll me a D8.
But I am 1 sanity away from going indefinite.
Okay.
7.
Do me intelligence roll, Vicky.
I would love to. Am I smart? Oh, I may not be that smart.
I think you're the least intelligent out of all of them.
I rolled an 85 over 50, so I don't know what's going on. Thank goodness.
Okay, that's fine. You're probably frozen still a little bit because you took 7 points, so you're probably a little frozen. But James is running. James, you're running towards Ellis and Ellie.
Mhm.
Ellis has blood coming out.
Yeah. So Ellis isn't surprised at all by the flying alligator. It's just like, thank you, sister. What the fuck was that thing?
Well, I knew she was literate, but I didn't know Harry Potter was really that significant in text. I'm running towards running towards Ellis.
Yeah,
because he's my
And
best friend.
I have some background with first aid, and it's not real subtle when you can see the bone through a giant bite mark that you just want to like wrap everything up and hope for the best. So like, we were dressed for an overnight to the country, so we probably have some layers.
Yeah,
so
you
like
do.
a sweatshirt around the shoulder so that his arm doesn't fall off and he doesn't bleed out is what I'm going to try for.
Yeah, do me a roll.
We got to get him to the doctor. There was a doctor in town.
Hard success.
There is a doctor. Yeah, you managed to do that, Ellie. And yes, there is a doctor in town. You know that it's a she, but you didn't catch her name. Dave never said the name.
Yeah. So do we uh
We
are,
could say all 5 of you are now together, because Vicky's probably the last one to get there.
should we I mean Ellis just lost a lot of blood and there might be more things around, so maybe we should just I mean the castle house is a lot closer than the doctor, and maybe we can call the doctor from there. Because I don't want to try to drag him over the hills.
I,
Why is it so dark?
There's such a
so
bunch of weird shit going on, though. What if there's even more weird shit ahead?
Be careful, they can fly.
Ellis starts to get up and is just like, I'm fine. I mean, that was where did that go? Is it still out there? Is it after us?
I think it had a bad landing.
You see a little snurd fly by, and it poops and it lands on Vicky, and it's a little red dropping.
Its poop is red.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you got poop all over you.
She's gonna do just a quick shot in the air, but I don't think she's like in a mind to actually aim at it.
You're doing a shot in the air. Can you do me a look roll, please?
59 is under my luck.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so what are the 5 of you doing?
I'm arguing. We need to go back into the village. I'll carry him. I'll throw him over my shoulder, and
No, I'm not. I'm not leaving without finding my dad.
but dude, we can find your dad after you're patched up.
It'll be too late then. It might already be too late. I have to keep going.
Again, James, like if we can call from that house, then the doctor can get there faster. Then we can carry, Ellis back into town.
Hey, you guys don't have to carry me. I can walk.
But there might be more snurds and crapper crocs up ahead.
Yeah, one of you guys can go first, but
And the masked guy's still around. If we go back to town, he might be waiting for us.
You guys have guns now?
Yeah, we found him in the house where the head spider was.
see, that'll help. Point the guns through the door before we open them from now on.
That guy said to be careful. I think that he knew that there were things out here.
What the fuck is this island? Can we move?
I think they're doing genetic experiments.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
I'm gonna
get somewhere.
I'm gonna get Flint back on the lead, and I'm gonna put Ellis's intact arm over my shoulder.
Thank you.
And move toward the house.
Yeah, Flint's been sniffing them out. We gotta trust Flint. He definitely knows when these things are coming.
Ellis, how big are you? What's your size?
55, not too big.
I'm going to pick him up and carry him.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, that's fine. And just very quickly, Ellie, obviously you've got your dog next to you, but something furry goes past your other leg and starts going in between your legs. You look, and it looks like a fox. It's got the face of a fox, but it's got like a scaly middle. And it's got a big fluffy tail.
Uh-huh. Yeah, guys, we got another hybrid thing here. Yeah. Flint doesn't seem to mind it much.
No, Flint don't mind it. Flint actually gives it a little lick.
A flizzard.
We gotta trust the dog. That one's cool.
And you'll then notice the more you look at it, 3 legs are like fox legs, but one leg is very metallic looking.
Why did Dad go hunting on the Mad Doctor Island?
Wait. Did we just take drugs? Are we still in Liverpool?
What?
Are we on drugs? This doesn't seem real.
No, but except drugs don't make your brother's arm nearly come off. Like,
Well,
And would we have guns if we were on drugs? Can we grab that flizzard? And we need to take a look at that leg, because what if this is just like props? It's all fake.
You're going to look at the Flizzard's leg, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab it off the ground.
Okay, yeah, it'll actually come up. It also makes like a little purring sound, but it's a mixture of a purr and when a dog's happy, the dog happy sound. It's kind of a mixture of a dog and a cat.
It's a cute little guy.
And its little tongue comes. Well, I say little. Its tongue starts to come out and it rolls all the way, and it keeps going. The tongue is longer than the body of the thing.
She's holding it out further and further.
The metal, you touch it, and the metal's actually fleshy. It looks metallic, but it's fleshy.
I don't like this island.
The the professor must be experimenting and making new maybe they had a genetic breakthrough and they're playing around with genes.
Yeah, breakthrough doesn't sound like Dr. Bernstein with legs in his head, though.
And then there's a sudden flash of lightning and a thunder strike. But the flash of lightning isn't your normal. It's purple, bright purple flash of lightning. And you now notice the sky above you has gone a very dark red color.
Hustle to the house, kill the evil doctor, save Dad, right?
Yes, yes, please.
All right.
Okay, so you're heading up the hill, and as you get to the hill, you'll actually be able to obviously see the castle, but you'll be able to see out. And it appears there's a thick layer of fog all the way out near the sea. Not inland, but definitely out. You can't see very far out because of this thick fog. But it doesn't seem to be encroaching inland. It just seems to be staying out. And you start to see more weird birds, not just the snurd. There's like a big bird that looks like a stingray in the sky, it's flying around. And then there's like another one that kind of it's got a thin body, but it looks like it's got udders like a cow, but it's got giant wings. And that's just flying around. There's loads of weird flying things.
All right, James, I'm pretty sure we're on this island, but maybe we're on drugs.
Maybe it's like a hypnotic suggestion thing, like the light that we hit is, yeah, I'm going to keep the Flizzard and we'll just worry about if I'm holding a possum later, right?
It actually licks you. It licks you, but the tongue goes all the way around you. So yeah, you guys head to the house. As you get closer to the house with the turret, it's very well lit. There's loads of lights on the outside. There's even lampposts, and there's a nice little cobblestone path that links up to a dirt path. There's a car out front. There seems to be a big garage, and as I said, it's a big two-floored house, and then there's a tower as well. And on top of the tower, there's like a little beacon that's almost just a little flash, white flashes every so often now.
Is there a big door?
Oh yeah, there's a door. There's a door into the tower, but there's also a door into the house. They're double doors into the house, and it's a small single door to the tower.
Well, head to the biggest door and bang.
Yes, Ellie's banging on the biggest door. After a little while, there is a reply. Who is it?
Yeah, point the guns.
We're the Youngs. Everett's.
Yeah, continue, Ellie.
Everett's kids, and we need a doctor immediately. Can you call?
The little latch open. It's got like a little eye latch. It opens, and you see this big eye look out at you, and Oh, you are very young.
Everett Young's kids. Yes.
Oh,
He's bleeding
oh,
terribly.
sorry. I thought you were just saying you're very young. Oh, your last name is Young. Oh,
Yes.
sorry, I've
Close.
been around for a long time. I've been with the professor for a long time.
Yeah,
Yes,
can you call the doctor? Can we get in the car? He's something attacked him.
something attacked. You know what? I'll let you in. You can come and get out of the. It's going to storm and rain horribly shortly. You can come in. I'll make you some tea. Um, and I'll ring Valana and get her to pop over. She won't mind.
Yeah, please, please.
Yes, I will just warn you, some people are a little bit worried about my appearance at sometimes, so I am just warning.
Thanks for the warning.
We're not going to be surprised.
He opens the door and it's this very hunched over man with one giant eye here and then a tiny eye. And he's got like almost like a unicorn horn to one side of his head. And then he's got normal ears and the rest of him's human.
Huh? Do we need to roll to maintain our composure? Or sufficiently
No, because his voice is very soothing and it's almost takes away that fear when you see his appearance.
It was nice of him to warn us. He's been working with the professor for a long time.
Oh yeah. The problem with being out here is you have a few unfortunate accidents. It takes its toll.
Yeah, I get you. Ow.
Yes,
Oh,
we can make the phone call right away. That would be a great start. Tea after
yes.
calling the
Yes.
doctor, please.
Yes, I will go and call and I'll make you tea. If you go into the lounge, the fire is already lit. Sit down and help yourself to scones and biscuits.
I'm gonna leave Alice in James' care and try to follow the henchman to see if he actually makes a phone call without being super obvious about it.
Yeah, you follow, and he does make a phone call.
All right.
Are the biscuits any good?
Voice at the other side saying, "I'll be right over."
So the biscuits are, because they're English biscuits, not your, not
Pretty
American.
sweet.
So they are.
They're not
You
chicken
have
biscuits. They're
They're
cookies.
digestive biscuits. They're
Cookies.
custard cream biscuit. They're cookies for you guys. What you
Mhm.
guys would call cookies, but obviously your biscuits are different to our biscuits. But yeah. So
Should we
there's a
ask him if
variety.
we're on drugs? Like, we could ask him if he has a horn, and if he says yes, then we're not on drugs.
I
He
don't know.
warned us
He-
that he looked strange.
I do have a horn, he shouts as he's put the phone down.
Oh, very good hearing.
The house echoes quite a bit. There's not as much furniture in the house.
We're not on drugs.
No, you're not on drugs.
Unless the drugs are just making up the voices that are talking to us. Maybe we're all in a nut house somewhere.
Sir, assistant fellow, I'm sorry, I'm Ellie Young. The wounded one is Ellis, my brother. These are our friends. What should we call you?
You can call me Peter. I'm Peter.
Hi, Peter. Do you know Everett Young? Has he been here
Yes, he comes quite regularly. You
in the
can
last
get.
3 weeks?
Oh, he comes once a month for a week or two.
Well, he does travel. When was he here last?
Sorry, not once. Every couple of months he comes for a week or two. It's what I was meant to say, not. But yes. When was he here last? A few days ago. They ended up staying a bit longer than necessary. Something came up.
Do you know Dr. Bernstein as well?
Oh, yes. He vanished about a week ago.
How about Professor Baldwin?
Oh, Baldwin, he's probably up in his office in the tower right now.
Right.
I wouldn't want to disturb him at this moment. He's probably busy.
Is the little outbuilding over the hill, does that belong to Professor Baldwin?
Oh, you met the groundskeeper, I see.
Mr. Crappercrock?
Oh, his name's Mr. Abercrombie, actually, but he had an unfortunate accident.
Yeah, he bit Ellis.
Oh, I do apologize. When the weather gets like this, some folks around here get a little snappy.
And what's with Scabby, half face? The Phantom of the Crapper, or the
Oh, don't mind him. He's a lost soul who came for his own reasons, but he is trapped wandering these lands.
around the island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh, you're not far off, but it's very similar, this island.
Did you call the doctor? Ellis needs help.
Yes, Lana is on her way. She'll be about 10, 15 minutes.
So if people on the island have accidents and they get repaired and they look like Abercrombie, does that mean that Lana is going to stitch a crab leg?
Oh, no. Abercrombie is from these parts. He was born like that.
Okay.
Your father didn't tell you about this place at all?
He didn't, and I tell you, we're going to have words with him.
So you came here without any warning?
Correct.
And the keeper didn't tell you any of this? Didn't warn you about the island? Yes.
No, and Dave didn't?
Sure, no, Dave wouldn't have, but the children, because he would have thought you would have known. The children didn't warn you?
What
None of them
children?
warned you? He's the old man's daughter and son. Didn't warn
No, they
you?
just sold us scones.
That must mean. I need to go and see Baldwin very quickly.
Yes,
I am afraid you stay. Do not leave this building. Oh yeah, and he wanders off very quickly.
So as soon as he's, do you think that horn is part of a goat or what? Wait to see if he's out of earshot.
It's part of a unicorn.
Unicorns aren't real.
Majestic.
They are real, but not in your realm.
Ellie, how did you do the?
I don't know. It's a thing I can do. I'm gonna lift a plate of biscuits.
Are you like from Witch Mountain?
Just like that. I escaped. I mean, I didn't. I was never there, and my brother is normal. I just am weird. Regular success from my levitating biscuits.
If we all get out of this without being turned into lizard people, we should go to Vegas.
I don't know. If, I think that it's just like card counting. If I made the roulette wheel go the right way, they would just throw us out and,
Yeah, but there are a lot of casinos. So
there are also a lot of federal officers in the States who would love to put me in a lab in a small town full of charming children in the 80s. I'm not gonna, it's, and it doesn't always work. But have a biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't have a biscuit. I'm not sure we should eat the food here. It's kind
Yeah.
of very.
All of a sudden, there's a voice coming through what you assume is a tannoy system. You do see about a few speakers around. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I am Professor Baldwin. It appears the five of you are marked. I do apologize. That is why they let you through. That
What do you
should
mean
not
we're
have
marked?
that should not have happened for another by my 50 years, by my maybe I've lost time. Was it 100 years?
What year is it for you?
Oh, it doesn't matter what year it is for me. For you guys, I'm pretty sure the year is 2023 or something like that. It doesn't matter what the year is for me. Sorry, what was your original question, Mr. Carr?
Oh,
He knows your name.
what the hell are we doing here? I mean, where is Mr. Ellis, Mr. Young, Professor Young?
Oh, I don't know. They haven't come back. I fear they have used uh, Young and his compadres to lure you all here, or at least the children.
Well, it sounds like you're talking about some sort of conspiracy. We would like to know about this. What the hell's going on then?
If you go up the stairs and go through the big wooden door and then come up to me in my office,
We're on
I
our
will
way.
explain.
Yeah, we're on our way.
Okay.
Fuck this. This is crazy.
We have
So
like
you
a
go,
sign on our back. What makes it marked us?
We're marked.
So you go that way. You go up. You go to him, and you enter the room, and Peter is there, and there is a table, and behind the table, there's not a chair. There's a screen, and Peter says, "Presenting Professor Baldwin," and he drops the screen, and there is like a large container, and there is a head. That head is attached to a robotic body, a very mechanical body. It's very slim, but there's a head in there.
Like Futurama.
Yes, almost. Very Bender-like, but slimmer and without the panel in the middle.
Is the body proportionate to like a human body, or is it like a little body, big
Or
head?
bigger.
Yeah.
I would say it's definitely smaller than the average male body, but the head bit is a little bigger in the tube, in the pot, in the jar, the head jar. Yes, I do. I do apologize for my look. I don't. I assume you weren't expecting me to look like this, but again, you didn't know anything about this place.
Who does the marking?
Well, every so often, there is almost like a wave that enters into your world and marks several people, that lures them to this place as sacrifices. That appears to have been you guys.
Are you going to sacrifice us?
Oh, not me. I'm not involved in that barbaric nonsense. I came here, what? So if it's 2023 for you, I came here 4,000 years ago, maybe 3,000. I don't know.
You look great.
Yes.
Are you from
But-
Earth or from somewhere else?
Oh, I'm from Earth, but this is where it gets confusing. I came here into this realm 3,000 years ago, but I'm actually from 2,000 years in the future. I made a few miscalculations.
I think.
You're a time traveler.
I like to say I'm a wizard. I'm into the occult.
Yeah, Arthur C. Clarke, if science is magic.
Yes.
What's relevant is that the sky's the wrong color and it's the wrong time of day and there are monsters. And my brother had lost a lot of blood and we don't know where our father is. And one of his friends isn't okay. Do you have the wizard powers to get us the fuck out of this nightmare?
I do not. The only way would be to defeat the head. I say the head, to kill the person in charge.
And you're not in charge.
No, haven't you been listening? I don't dabble in this barbaric nature. I observe. I'm an observer. I found it fascinating when I stumbled across this place, and I've been here ever since.
So who's the head? Wasn't Bernstein, right?
No. The head is not from this realm, from a different realm. It's a creature, a horrifying creature.
Where is it?
Well, that's the thing. It could be anywhere.
Great. What does it look like?
Vicky turns to look at the flizzard.
As he starts to describe what it looks like, can you start? You're each going to take a point of you're going to lose a point of magic and a point of sanity for every second you are listening to him describing this creature.
Every second?
What?
Every second.
Well, the first second makes me indefinitely insane.
So, unless you leave, you're going to rapidly lose sanity.
Yeah, I don't think I got a warning on the first second of that.
We'll give you a leeway of the first. We'll say first 10 seconds did not affect you, but after then, so.
Can I just yell at him, stop?
Do me a look, roll.
No, let him keep going. I want to know what this thing looks like.
Yeah, I mean,
It's unimaginable horrors.
Well, I passed 34.
Yeah, he stops.
We don't want to know that sort of stuff.
but
You
we
can
have to
eat.
know what it looks like to stop it, don't we?
Yeah.
You can each lose 10 points of sanity.
I thought he said that it can look like whatever it wants.
But I won't make you do intelligence rolls. You just straight up lose that sanity.
Are we losing that many magic points as well?
You are losing that many magic points.
A lot of magic points left either. All right. More magic.
So what happens when you get down to 0? Don't you like pass out?
What, magic points?
Yeah.
No, you start to lose hit points.
Yeah, it comes out of your health.
Comes out of your health.
So we got damaging information, but it doesn't collate into anything useful?
No, all it really collates is that it's probably somewhere in a dark place. Obviously, it's dark.
Behind the door.
Sorry, I asked.
It's behind the locked door. We've got to go back to the shit keys.
Yeah.
So,
Well, how are we going to kill something like that?
I didn't even think about it.
Oh, don't ask him any more questions.
How does indefinite insanity manifest? How do you want me to be different?
This might be a thing. Okay, so you'll start to occasionally shake quite a bit, and occasionally a bit of electricity will come out of your fingers.
Dang. All right.
If any more sanity you lose will just make that worse.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, Ellis is just fascinated by just like.
Was that the same for all of us throughout that? Oh dear.
No, just Ellis.
No, I wonder, Ellis, if we know the truth about how our mother died.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that in years.
You're an electric Ellis.
You could, but Professor, you could always speak to Dave as well. Dave knows everything.
What?
Dave knows everything.
So where did Professor Young go?
The island probably took him.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Have you not been seeing what's on the island?
Sure, cute little animals and occasionally the croc thing. We need
So-
to get the fuck out of here. Just
Dr.
your
Lana's
dad's
on the
lost.
way? Is Dr. Lana still coming?
Yeah, as you said, there was a knock on the door.
So she can take us to town and Dave can tell us where the head is, and then we can kill the head, and then Ellis and I get to be orphans, but maybe we won't become monsters or die here.
I mean, do we trust this doctor? I don't know if I want someone from this place working on me.
Dude, there's big arteries. We're not driving you off this island if the keeper lets us to get you to a real hospital.
Plus, I want to see if the doctor's like an animal person.
Right. Somebody be ready to shoot her, I guess. I don't.
Yes,
Wait, is the head of the island Scooby-Doo?
Who knows? Well, I do.
All right.
Who's opening? Who's going to open the door to Lon?
Well, it's his job, right?
No, Peter's dealing with Professor. He's got to put Professor back.
All right, so I'll go down.
Okay, so Ellie, you open the door.
Somebody
Come
with a
on.
gun come with me, please.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
come along.
Lana is there. She's Asian, black hair, and she's looking at you, but she's kind of stood still. And then something just comes straight through her mouth from the back, and then you see this giant creature with spikes hanging out of it behind her, and then a body just eviscerates around you.
I blast.
Blood and guts go everywhere.
So anyways. Oh, I got a 13 under 75 for shotgun. So that's
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the damage for a shotgun, so
Oh, sorry. I'll have that too.
I just failed a sand check for seeing the doctor explode and cover me with viscera and guts. So
Yeah, same here. And I don't like blood very much.
okay, you can do me a D4.
Shotgun, what is it? Is it a 20 gauge or a 12 gauge?
We could say it's a 12 gauge.
Okay, then it's 4d6, depending on how close it is.
You're very close because Ben was
4d6.
Well, you said you rolled 13, right? That's an extreme for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an extreme. Yeah.
so it's max.
So yeah, she's max out.
But 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just blow a hole straight through it.
What was
And
that?
that bright red stuff comes out. So yeah, the people who have failed their set, the Vicky and Ellie, you failed. Take a D4, but Ellie's is with a +2, Vicky's is with a +4.
All right, that's
Because
3 for me
she's
then.
scared of blood.
What do you get on a failure for seeing that?
A D4 plus 2, unless you're Vicky.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's another 8.
Okay, so I mean,
I'll come to you in a second, Vicky.
Ellie and the two people with guns went downstairs, but are James and I still up in the office or something?
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
Yeah, and we just hear gunfire after the
Yeah.
door opens.
You'll hear the gunfire.
Probably
Okay.
some kind of screaming.
Yeah.
I love you, Ellis, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm running home to America.
I can keep up. I don't know. We should see if our friends are okay. They can come too.
Yeah, so we'll go down the stairs.
Home to America. Is that where you're a chef?
But you're English.
All right, I'm going home to Liverpool, apparently.
Old America.
I'm going to run all the way.
You're running all the way. Okay, I'll come to you then, James, because you'll run past everything. If you are, just literally
Well,
going to
if
run.
Ellis is coming with me, then I'm not going to run away from him, but
Yeah, I'm keeping up.
I'll come down the stairs.
Okay, you'll see the... I won't make you to do a sanity, but you definitely will see all the viscera and that down there.
What the fuck?
Vicky, do me a intelligence roll first.
Good thing she's dim.
Not that dim. A 10 under 50.
Okay,
So extreme.
you bolt off into... bolt off. You just bolt.
I gotta get more lizards.
Did she at least drop the gun so someone useful can take it?
She did not drop the gun. She's gripping that gun, running off.
Get over here, you damn lizards! Blam! You hear a few shots in the distance.
She's running off in the direction of the village, basically.
So she's going to swim for the mainland with a gun and a flizzard. That's it. And her friend's going to die in the water. Ellis, how are you feeling? You look pale.
I'm not feeling much.
Great.
I think I'm good.
Okay. So maybe we just go back to the monster in the basement and shoot it. And because I don't see us getting off the island unless the thing in the vat is lying to us.
We don't know that the basement is for sure. Like, that's a good idea, but if I don't know. Because he said we should go talk to the innkeeper because he knows everything.
We ought to just open that cellar door and just blast whatever's in there.
Yeah, so the four of you are there. I can just say you're by the door. You hear a... What are you for doing? Why she ran off? As there's a gun pointed at the four of you. Outside. He's outside.
Was this the Phantom?
Yes.
She ran off because she was scared because the giant monster with the spikes. Do you know how to get into the cellar and deal with the thing? We're not marked. It's a mistake.
You do not want to go down the cellar. You shouldn't be here.
You are so right. You are very right. We should not be here. We want very much not to be here. My brother would like to actually continue to use his fingers in the future. I don't care about what happens on this island. I just want to go home. Can you help us go home?
Do me a speech roll of some kind, Ellie.
Yeah.
Probably persuade. I don't think unless you want to try and charm this.
No, Oh, hot diggity. I rolled an 11, which is exactly my extreme.
Okay.
You're kind of purty.
Yeah, you persuade him. And he puts his gun back round. And he says, follow me. His voice changes. He's not as... Follow me.
Dad?
I'm just real worried about my brother, and any help you can give us, I'll really appreciate.
And when I say follow me, only you, not the others, not the other three.
No deal.
Oh, we're not going to follow. We're going to follow.
Ellie, all of a sudden you hear a voice in your head. They are not to follow me, not to follow us.
Okay, guys, just give me, give me some time. I'll get back.
Are you kidding? You want to go alone?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Do you mind if I bring the shotgun just so that they don't think I'm gonna get murdered?
No, you'll be fine. You're one of the gifted.
Well, my brother's
Which is why you shouldn't be here.
Is that why they want us? All right. Okay, guys, just hang and I'll let you know.
All right, well, we'll be right.
You keep Flint, and Flint will know if I'm in trouble.
All right, I'll take the leash.
It's a magic dog.
Yes, Flint knows. Flint will know if you're in trouble. Okay. So Ellie, you go off. You go off with him. And yeah. You start to walk off and he takes you not that far away, he takes you to like a little hut almost, makeshift hut. It's basically kind of round the corner and down the hill a little bit. And he takes you to this hut. And I'll come to you in a second. I'm gonna get a Vicky. Vicky. You start to run and you reach the village. And there's a bunch of people still walking around because it's technically not late. It's just the weather's picking up. And they see you're erratic, so a few of them come over to you and everyone just notices you've got loads of flizzards all over you. You've seemingly just collected them all. And you're gripping them, and there's one on your shoulder, one on your head. They're just everywhere. And you kind of just then you kind of just sit down and you rock back and forth with all the flizzards around you.
Covered in blood. Yep.
Yeah, you're just covered in blood with flizzards around you. And now I will go back to the others, as I just done a little second. James, Ben, and Ellis, what are you doing? Ellie's gone off.
I don't know what to do. I want to run for the village myself, but I don't want to leave anybody behind. Alice, I think your dad's gone.
Here, you should hold the leash. I don't think I got a good grip anymore. Have the dog.
All right, I'll hold the dog.
Flint's been doing good, warning us. I don't know if this is some kind of recurring thing that keeps happening to people. If we could find that head and stop it for good, I kind of feel like we should. I don't know. I'm not sure how long I've been out of my mind here.
I don't know. That seems to me like saying if we could just stop the Emperor of China.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but how could you? You wouldn't be
Gun?
able to
I
get
don't
within
know.
20 miles of him. We don't even know what the head is.
No, you don't. I'll come back to you for it in a second because Ellie, you go into the hut, and in the hut, there's nothing in the hut except a hole with a ladder that goes down. And he goes down first. Follow me.
Yep. Yep.
You have a decision. It's another way. In other worlds, some people might have actually killed me. But seemingly in your world, you've kept me alive. Yes. And so he takes you down, and he brings you to this little chamber, and there's a book in the chamber. Very old book. Written in a different language. But after staring at it for a couple of seconds, somehow your brain can comprehend the language.
Mm-hmm.
He says, there is a way. Uh, you might not come out of it. You'll end up similar to me, just without all the facial disfigurements.
Hmm.
Not right with the world, but your friends may live. This is a way to get out. This is a spell that will help you open a gate so that you do not have to use the crossing.
Okay. Okay.
Using the crossing is potentially dangerous for all of you. Doing
Yeah.
what Professor Baldwin most likely told you gets everyone killed.
Hmm. Um. And my father is already dead or lost to the island.
Your father is a lost soul. You may have come across some of the others, but yeah, your path took you elsewhere. But yes, I can't confirm or deny.
But if I do this thing, the others will go home.
Yes, you could potentially go home, just not in a state. Or you can go and risk the crossing. You can try the locked room. You can try finding the head.
Well,
Decisions.
I came this way with you, so I'm going to try it your way.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the other three. You three, after a while of talking, Flint starts to growl quite a lot. And now you notice there's lots of these different disfigured creatures of some kind. Some crocodile face, there might be a pig face. There might be also very ghoul-like looking creatures and mosquito-looking creatures. There's all sorts of varying beasties.
All outside, coming from the hills.
All outside coming at you, towards you.
I failed my willpower roll, so I freak out. I just start running in the direction I think the village is. And
Okay.
I'm gonna haul off and punch anything that gets in my way.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Alice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come to you. I'll come
Come
to you in
on,
a
Ben. We
second.
got to follow him. We should stick together, I think.
Yeah, let's not split up. We'll make our way towards the village, and I'll just blast the closest thing.
Okay. All three of you do me separate luck rolls for me, please.
87.
I passed.
Okay, you passed.
I failed.
Okay. Ellis, you managed to start running, but in the running, all three of you seeming, even though you were together, because of how many other people are around and creatures buzzing and noises all around, get a little separated, and you end up getting further ahead and you can't see James or Ben. Ben, you end up slipping over and you've kind of tumbled down one of the hills. You've gone a little bit away. And you find yourself like in a lot of shit, basically. A big pile of shit.
No. All right.
But it doesn't seem any of the creatures have followed you per se, but you hear a lot of noise. James, you continue to run. And can you do me a dodge roll, James?
96. Let me check and see. No.
Okay, James. You start to run and well, you are running, you were running. You actually overtake Ellis. Now, Ellis, you now see James. You've somehow overlapped a little bit. Ellis, do me a spot hidden with a disadvantage, just because of everything going on.
77. Pretty bad. I'd have to spend 27 luck. I could. It'd be pretty steep. I don't know.
It's up to you. Decision is yours.
I think I'm more. Yeah, I'll take the fail, and I'm more just yelling at James, like, "What happened to Ben? We need to stick together."
Okay, I should do that. Obviously, there's always been treason that dotted around, but James, as you start running, this like scythe arm just comes out of nowhere and chops your head clean off. Your head just rolls off.
My hair!
And then it rolls over to Ellis.
Mhm.
But this one doesn't turn into a spot.
It's just a flesh wound.
Is
For a while, James is speaking still from there.
is Flint there?
Flint has been running with you, yeah.
All right. Well, can I get a grip on the leash?
Yeah, you can get a grip of the leash.
And I want to go back for Ben.
Okay. You can do me a D100 roll for me.
All right. 100. 0.
Oh, okay. His smell hidden is not great. Maybe it's because he's not with Ellie and he's with you. But he actually ends up taking you to the village to Vicky instead of Ben.
Mm.
And you just see Vicky there with loads of snizzards.
Hi, Ellis.
But there are
James
still
is
things
dead.
behind you.
Oh no. Did you bring the head?
No, I didn't bring that. I don't know where
Should've.
Ben is.
You should have brought the head. We could just put him on a body. I bet we could put him on a Flizzard body if we tried hard enough.
Probably still laying out there, I guess. We should find Ben first.
Ben, what are you doing? You're in a pile of shit. There's lots of noise around you.
I am going to remain thoroughly ensconced in my pile of shit and hide.
Okay. Do me a stealth roll.
All right. May I parry your suggestion and request to use a disguise roll?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Disguised his.
All right. That is a hard.
Disguised as an emoji.
Yes, you're disguised in the shit. As you even manage to stay so in character that when some of these creatures step on you, you still hold it in. As they've
yes.
come.
Wish a little.
That's the Ben I know.
Vicky and Ellis, more Ellis than Vicky, because Vicky's not exactly in the best state of mind.
I'm not
Neither is
either,
Ellis,
honestly.
really. So we'll just say you both. All the villagers have kind of gone back into their little houses and that, because behind you, Ellis, there's a lot of things coming.
Vicky, we gotta find Dave. Dave knows everything.
Let's go to the bar.
You get to the bar and it just says closed on the front door.
No!
Dave, let us in, Dave. Slime.
You should have come back earlier. He shouts through the door. I'm not letting you in now. Not with
Why?
them around.
We'll share the Flizzards.
Dave,
I don't
who's
need
the
all
head?
of them.
Where's the head?
The head. Who told you that?
Wacky mad scientist. We're supposed to kill the head.
A Baldwinator.
Kill the head. Kill the head.
The only head that we found, I'm pretty sure James killed. But then James became the head.
The professor likes to fool people. Think about it. The professor is a head. That's
Hmm.
all he is.
No, he's got a body.
A body that isn't his. He was tricked. This is the professor's island.
So can we come in now and we can sort this out in the morning?
I can't let you in. I can't risk my livelihood.
Vic,
Oh, I'm
I've been
sorry.
double crossed too many times.
But
I don't know what to believe.
I don't know either.
going by this, you guys were probably dead from the moment you set foot on the island.
Could we have your car keys at least, mister?
Good night.
Please.
Don't let the snizzards bite.
But our stuff is in your rooms.
Yeah, that's theft.
And you don't hear anything, but obviously you do hear there's the noise of everything coming into the village. Ben, I'll come to you before I go back to Ellie. Yeah, it's very quiet around you now.
Feel like everything's gone.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to emerge from my shit cocoon
Okay.
and survey the land.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
No.
Yeah, you don't really see anything. Not really. Maybe
It's all clear.
the red sky and the lightning occasionally going off and there's rain now starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm going to try to tie in with the group. Make my way back to the village. Maybe staying low, taking advantage of any other nearby shit piles as I get back to the village.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go to Ellie. I shut down that. She'll reach for Ellie. How much sanity do you currently have? Just so I know.
I am at 39.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay, this will cost 30 sanity points.
Brilliant. I also
Okay.
have one magic point left. You'll know.
You would gain that much Cthulhu mythos as well from this, but that doesn't really matter in this case. Your magic points don't go off you because your powers are different. So yeah, it'll cost you 30. Can you do me a telekinesis roll, please?
Just a regular success.
That's fine. Yes. It doesn't take you long. Your brain is powerful to take in all this information. You're basically going to be crazy. You're probably going to need a lot of psychiatric help. But you can now create a portal to get off the island without using the crossing.
And can I grab people from the island to take through it?
Yes, but you kind of got to be with them almost. You kind of got to find them.
So it's a friend hunt. And I guess the nearest friend is Ben. No, the nearest friend is James, but I guess I could toss his head through first.
But I know you got telekinesis, but brain powers work in multiple ways. You most likely have a connection with Ellis, so you could use it that way to locate where Ellis is.
And
Maybe even where Ben is.
Ben is very easy to locate.
You will notice that next to you, as soon as that's happened, the man who was with you is now just a skeleton sat there.
That man?
Yeah. And you'll also realize the mask is now on your face.
Oh, pretty.
But there's no scarring.
Yeah, I'm not going to take it off until I'm home.
But yeah, for purposes, we'll say that you You manage to somehow get to Ben as he's about to enter the village. Just for purposes.
Mm-hmm.
You get to Ben.
I've got the ruby slippers, Ben. Just take my arm. I'm going home.
Right. I apologize for the odor. You sure you want me to take your arm?
When we're home, we can be clean again of this place.
In the distance, you both, because you're on the village edge, you will see Vicky and Ellis. But before that, let's just go to Vicky and Ellis. Vicky and Ellis, what are you gonna do? You're now basically surrounded at this point.
You're never gonna get my blizzards. And she's just gonna start firing into the crowd of whatever's out there. Sideways. Pow, pow, pow. She's not
You could do me a luck roll.
Ooh, a luck roll. Oh yeah. 40 under 50 or 70, yeah.
Yeah, you actually hit a few of them. Almost clearing a little path for at least you to run through.
How's Doggy doing? I'm holding the leash.
Yeah, he's getting ready to defend you, basically.
These aren't the good ones, Doggy knows.
Yeah. Ellis, let's run this way. I see a path to a better tomorrow. Blamp.
Okay. Okay, you guys start to run, and the things are trying to grab at you and that, but you're getting out of the way. They're not quick, so you get a bit away. Ben and Ellie, you will see this as well. Ellis, you are behind Vicky. Vicky, you stop as your little friends are curling up to you and licking you. And then they start to bite into you. And all of them start nibbling at you. And within 10 seconds, you are but a skeleton.
Not like this. Like, subscribe.
And Ellis, you'll see something.
Ellis, get her phone.
Yeah,
Ellis.
is her phone and her gun like in the pile?
The phone is like hanging up by a skeleton hand.
Oh, it's not just being held up by a skeleton hand. Because all of the creatures have kind of stacked on top of each other and are in your skeleton and making your skeleton move. But your phone is in your hand.
Okay.
So Ellis can grab the phone if he wants.
Yeah. I'd like to grab the phone and run away.
Okay, yeah, you get to Ellie and Ben.
Guys, James and Vicky are dead.
There's no place like home.
A place like Telford.
Health. Out of everywhere. Okay.
Right.
Okay, Ellie. You will obviously get through the portal fine. Because they're holding on to you. Ellis and Ben, I need you to do luck rolls for me.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, I did it.
I'm afraid not.
Okay. I'll come to you in a minute, Ben. Ellie and Ellis, you actually get out. You are now the other side of the crossing. I will come back to you in a second.
The fuck?
You both see the island, and it looks beautiful your side, and the weather's nice. I will just say that quickly. The weather's nice. There's no fog, no nothing. It's almost like there was a barrier there that was blocking. That might be what the rubble was. It was them preparing the entranceway for you. Ben, back to you. You've got the shotgun. You'll go down the fight. I know you will. But I'll give you an option. Do you want to go and try all the keys?
Yes.
Okay. You run. This obviously will lead to your death, but at least you'll get to see behind the door instead of dying to this mob. So you go. You try for several hours to find all the keys. You get into the door. you do what James had originally done for Dust. You type in, you open the door. And as you open the door, there's another door, sort of. In front of you is almost like a galactic abyss in front of you as you open this door. There's a mass through the door with tentacles. There's stars all around it. And it tells you to come in as you stroll into the door as you are seeped into Azathoth's embrace through the door.
That wasn't what I thought was going to happen.
That's why I'm kind of glad that you didn't open the door back, because it's there as a reminder that I once died to a door like that.
Do I at least get a tin whistle for
you get a little whistle?
Azathoth?
Yeah.
Forever
and ever and ever and ever. But Ellie and Alice, you guys you get brought a cup of tea to you by the daughter.
Well, so I mean, as soon as we get through, yeah, for sure. Just what the fuck? Where are we? And now that we're off the island, can I snap? And is there still lightning?
There's still a little bit of lightning.
You try to snap it, you realize your arm's no longer attached to your body.
Obviously, it hurts. Your arm hurts. But yeah, you made it.
Cool.
I'm going to try to roll for telekinesis to cause the cafe daughter to have an aneurysm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, it's a hard success.
Yeah, she just has an aneurysm and dies.
Free scones, everybody. Let's get you to a hospital.
Yes, please.
As you two go off. There you go. And before I explain, and this was another tale. This was another cinematic experience for you all. I hope you enjoyed this tale of, I don't know, maybe for some confusing, but for others, it was terror, pure terror. And you never trust the cuddly things. I'm talking to you, Vicky. Never trust the cuddly things. And don't worry, the dog did come with you guys. Don't worry, the dog is fine.
The dog passed his luck roll.
I am fine. Woof. So as a quick, just very quickly, basically what happened is, as I said, it's one of those like grindhousey Blood Brothers type scenarios where you're probably going to die, just a bit of fun, random shit. You guys come to the island, but the island's actually on another world. You basically gateway to one of the other worlds in the universe, and it's just in this pocket. That's why your father goes to different locations, because they're actually pockets to the same place. So he's always going to the same place, but it looks like he's going to different places, so not to draw suspicion from anyone. And he goes there because he found it almost on accident, and he wanted to learn more, but secretly Baldwin was the bad person. He was the bad, but he was tricking you, and he's a grand wizard, not as powerful as some of the wizards throughout the campaigns of Call of Cthulhu, but he's up there. He's lived for a long time, and he basically tricked your father, and then through that, he realized that what your father learnt years ago created Ellis and Ellie through their mother, who is from that dimension, which is why Ellis and Ellie have powers. And through genetic
Ellis's
modification. It's not just that. Ellie never really knew, because it's not really anything abnormal to Ellie, but Ellis is very good with technology. He has 90 in anything to do with mechanical or electrical, things like that. He's very technologically minded. It's just a bit of dumb fun. The door just added that as a reminder for me, but also if you opened it, you'd have and failed your sanity, you'd have all taken D100. Anyone down there would have taken a D100 hit to sanity. So it could have ended early for some of you. And all the little wonderful creatures. I like Moreau, the island of Dr. Moreau, and that's kind of the little thing. And the keys. I think I learned it from an SCP or something like that, and it stuck with me for some reason. I've always wanted to get it into something. Why not a door to Azathoth?
Cool. Our players included Caleb McDowell, David Gasaway, Danipolis, Nathan Decker, and myself with Josh Harwood as the Keeper of Arcane Lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastery. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.